you know? And as a comedian, you know, like I did a radio program a few weeks ago, and they introduced me as the bad boy of comedy. Mm-hmm. I never said I was the bad boy of anything, nor do I want to be introduced as such.
Mm-hmm. Where'd they get
Only in comedy do you ever hear that. You never hear that in other professions. You never hear, he's the bad boy of gynecology. See the guy putting on his gloves with his fingers cut off?
Had his finger in a dike.
Why do you have to get drunk to be an ass? Why do you have to get tight before you get loose? Why do you need a double before you get into trouble? Can't you get into trouble without an excuse? You want to get up and get out and get free and get crazy. But why do you have to start by getting stoned? 'Cause Pat, you don't have to get drunk to be an ass. You can be an ass on your own.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control. More or less.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom Records presents Tom Griswold like you've never heard him before. Tom Griswold is the godfather of grunt.
But that new breed.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody keeps the rockin' rhythms like Tom Griswold. He rocks, he rolls, he grunts.
Oh, yeah.
You need your headphones for this one. Slap on your cans and dig on some
Stereo,
baby.
Kind of freshens up the sound.
Yeah, it does.
Get Tom Griswold's new compilation. Now that's what I call just call 1, 2, 3, 4. Again.
Get it coming on.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just clearing my esophagus.
I'm sure you were. Hello. Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
She acts like I caught her by surprise. Hey.
No, my computer caught me by surprise. That's.
Are you chewing gum?
I'm having one of these.
Having a mint?
No, a lozenge for my throat.
Okay.
Grather Pastille. We recommend them.
Yeah.
The show brought to you by.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. Hello. There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
I have Pat Godwin news, by the way.
Really?
Don't let me forget this.
Okay.
He's here for the second day in a row. Is that the news? Or? There's Ace Cosby manning the
on a streak.
track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. And I'm Chick. And here's Tom.
Thank you very much. We got alligator news coming up today. Not all of it good. Yeah, I have to get some details on one of the alligator stories. The one in Florida is kind of fun. The one in South Carolina, not so happy.
I'm sure if you own a gator, they will dispute this, but I don't see an alligator waking up in a good mood almost ever. You know,
I never thought about
ready to take on the day.
Yeah, have a nice little cup of coffee.
Kind of always, right?
Yeah. Don't talk to me till I've had my coffee, says the alligator. We have the alligator hunting season. We got to talk about that, but we have a number of interesting things happening in the news today, including I've learned a new word.
Yeah.
It's not gawky.
No, I'm still mad about that. That's not a word.
Wordle, gawky. It's a word.
Thank you, Wordle. Many protested. Sploot.
Sploot?
Yeah, we'll tell you what it is later, but it's a big thing, and it's a real word, and it's actually in the news big time today.
All right.
The word is sploot.
Okay.
It sounds like it could be something a lot different than what it is. It sounds like something that might be in a pornographic movie, splooting.
Yeah. Do you approve of this word?
Kind of. It's sort of fun.
Okay.
It's an interesting take on contemporary science.
What do they call a word that sounds like what it is?
Onomatopoeic.
Onomatopoeic.
Splash. And
in a way, you know something? That may be what it is. We'll find out what it means. But I wanted to open up with a little Pat Godwin news.
Mm-hmm.
Called Pat yesterday. Couldn't get a hold of him.
Another album coming out?
Yeah. We've been working on some stuff.
Just finished it.
But Pat texted me back that he was in yoga class.
Oh, how about that?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good for you, Patty.
My first one in 2 years, yeah.
And am I correct in saying you're doing it 3 days a week?
Yeah, 3 days a week.
And this is at the, what's the word I'm looking for? Behest?
Because the girl's making you.
That's very good, Christy. That's
yeah.
And the doctor cleared me because it's all fused now. It's the 8th month.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
About time.
As interesting as that is.
Yeah.
You mean, by the way, you mean the 8th month for your back surgery? She's not gestating.
Yeah.
No. A little Pat Jr.
No.
Boy, that would be great.
No.
Wouldn't that be?
Barely handle the one.
Wouldn't that be terrific? In any event, so 3 days a week for yoga for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm very sore today.
But it's very unusual on this show that we start with either an Ace Cosby joke of the day or a Pat Godwin song during the first break. Mm-hmm. However, since you're taking a yoga class, one of my favorite Patty G songs involves yoga. You ever done the yoga, Ace?
I've done stretching.
Okay, but not the official
no classes.
That whole thing. Okay, Joshy, have you ever?
Yeah. We all. Boy, it was so lame. One of our improv troops, they brought in a yoga person.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
I was hoping you would say it was your jazz hands. What were the name of your singers again? The
Premier.
The Premier. Okay.
That's right.
I kept falling over when I took yoga. So,
Really?
Yeah, it'd tip over. It's an inner ear thing. I don't.
Willie?
Same thing as Josh. In like early acting classes, a lot of movement stuff. They make you do yoga.
Did you have to buy the mat?
I did have to buy the mat.
Yeah, that's a scam.
And when you're a freshman at art school, they make you carry the yoga mat around, and everyone can tell that you're a little fresh meat walking around.
Mm-hmm. That's certainly something you see all the time now.
Oh, sure.
The yoga mat and the smoothie.
Sure.
The yoga mat and the smoothie. But there's one aspect of it that I like very much, which we're going to hear about from Pat. Now, you are a yoga person, right, Christy?
Not a big fan. I've taken a couple classes.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought
I'm a Pilates girl.
Okay.
Not yoga.
Okay.
Pilates, yeah, because I was thinking you along the lines of you, Tom, that she was a yoga person.
Yeah, okay. Well, Pat, your yoga song will be of interest to virtually anyone, even if they don't do yoga.
Okay, here we go. I love a woman in a cocktail dress, but it's not my favorite, I confess. You know, it makes me think of romance. A pretty woman in yoga pants. Yoga pants, they're tight and bold, and they mold to every fold. When you're bent over in a leg extension, my downward dog comes to attention. I'm behind a gal in yoga class. Can't take my eyes off her shapely ass. Yeah. I should move, no. I should move, no. Namaste. Those yoga pants sure making my day.
That's a great line.
Look at that girl with the long blonde hair and a beautiful derriere. She turns around, caught me sneaking a glance. Damn, that's a dude in yoga pants. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I really love those yoga pants. I really love those yoga pants.
Badass.
Wow, look at that ass.
That namaste joke, that gets me every time. The yoga pants. I hope that sticks around forever.
You like those, huh?
Oh, yeah, they're great. So many of these fitness fads go away.
You'd think they'd be
like
on
the
there.
leg warmers.
Yeah, those baggy socks, that sucked.
They were.
Hey,
leg warmers.
Invented by the Cankle Society of North America.
No one can tell. Your ankles are 8 feet around. Oh.
And what was the movie that got those so big?
Flashdance, right?
Flashdance.
Yes.
And then I saw somewhere that, what's the other movie like that? Dirty Dancing in theaters.
Really?
Yeah. 2 days.
Well, that had to be a woman connected to that.
I believe it's this week, I think.
Oh,
It's probably an anniversary.
It's the 35th anniversary of Dirty Dancing.
Oh, you didn't go when it came out.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
You've never seen Dirty Dancing?
No, I have not.
I have not either.
Are you kidding?
Oh, wow.
I've never seen.
Let's go. We'll
I've
all
never
go.
seen
We'll make it a
Roadhouse.
date.
I've never seen any of these
You.
camp classics, if you will.
So Patrick Swayze, Ghost. Did you see that one?
I did see Ghost.
Okay.
I did see Ghost. I like that.
Cried like a baby at Ghost. He takes the penny and moves it up the door.
Have you seen any of these movies, Willie?
I have seen Ghost has been parodied so many times that I know at least that pottery scene.
Right.
I haven't seen Roadhouse, which I need to, and I have not seen Dirty Dancing. But again, it's parodied so many times that I get the bit, the holding above, the double baby in the corner, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the great line in Roadhouse about pain is what?
Pain don't hurt.
Pain don't hurt.
That's right.
Someone wrote that down.
Oh, it's great.
That's great.
He was getting stitches, right?
Yeah, he was getting stitches, and she wanted to put a little Novocaine local. Thank you.
Was he a hockey player?
No, he's a bouncer.
He's a bouncer.
Tom.
No, I know, but I mean, getting sewn up without any anesthesia.
He's tough.
What a badass. Speaking of hockey, that's a sport, and Chick McGee has occupied the sports desk this morning. And we're trying to make sure that we keep him in his solidly great mood.
Is that what you think's going on over here?
Yeah, I'm going to keep you in this good mood.
We got the preseason college football poll out that I didn't get to vote in. Maybe next year. We had a firing in Major League Baseball. You can't fire me. I quit. Andy Reid is fat. He's real fat.
Oh, he's a big man, yeah.
He's real fatty.
What's that?
Is he doing something fat?
There's a great Andy Reid story in the
doing
news.
something fat. Doing a fat
He's doing
thing.
something
Doing
fat.
a fat
It's a
thing.
cool, fun thing.
He's doing a big fat thing because there's nothing worse than being fat.
Oh, goodness, no.
I
my
offer
God.
that story without a judgment. I think it's
And
fun.
then there's another story about fat people. Golf cart, that helps fat people play golf. There you go.
For too long, these fatties couldn't play golf.
How'd that ever happen?
Fat.
How did everybody suddenly have to be in a golf cart?
No, I'm too fat
they're
to
fun.
walk.
Oh, you mean on the streets
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff?
fun, but so are jet skis and
You
so
ever hear
are
that?
go-karts.
Ever hear that? Too fat to,
Yeah, okay.
Can you really be that fat?
Too fat to walk. Yeah, sure,
Oh.
sure. Yeah,
Well,
I would think.
right now,
That's sad.
we have lots of
Real
fun
sad.
things coming up, including interesting science news today. I'm very excited about this. We have NASA news. We've
I
got.
can't wait for the science news.
We have a dog eating a lottery ticket. And more. Right now, I want to talk
He's
real
still
quick.
a good boy.
I want to talk to you real quick about our friends at Roman. GetRoman.com/BT show. What's it all about? Well, Roman's been helping men out for quite some time with certain things we talked about in the world of erectile dysfunction. Now they've got something else of interest. You've been hearing about low T a lot. That's about testosterone and how it affects a man's body, from your sex drive to the aforementioned erections and bone mass, even sperm production. Maybe you'd like to take the first step in checking out your testosterone level. The Roman Testosterone Test Kit is now out there. It cannot diagnose if you have low T, but it can help you decide to further investigate the potential cause of your symptoms with a healthcare provider. Roman sends you an easy-to-use kit, step-by-step video instructions, and then Roman covers free 2-day shipping to and from your home, so take the test before 10 a.m. and ship it back the same day. Once your results are ready, Roman will send you a PDF, a downloadable file, easy to read, and break it down for you. Then you can choose to schedule a free consultation to go over your results with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. So check it out. GetRoman.com/BT show. Do it today. You can do it at home. Testosterone test kit. $69 is the price. If you've been thinking about that, this is the first step in finding out what's going on. GetRoman.com/BT show. Coming up, We have fast golf carts and interesting news in science, found animals, lost animals, goats, sheep, dogs.
And how fat is Andy Reid?
And a new flavor of ice cream, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Andy Reid will like that.
Yes, he will.
Give him 2 scoops. Maybe 4 for Andy.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
And a good morning to you. I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Tuesday. On the way, comedian Frank Caliendo this morning, the man with a million voices. Frank getting ready to go on tour across the Midwest and into upstate New York. He'll be in Columbus, Ohio, Sunday, August 21st at the Funny Bone, then Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Tuesday, August 23rd at the Improv, Wednesday, the 24th, and Thursday, August 25th at Acme in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and then on to upstate New York in September with a show Friday night, September 23rd at Del Lago Casino in Waterloo, New York, and then Saturday, September 24th, Frank Caliendo at the Rivers Casino Event Center in Schenectady, New York. That's comedian Frank Caliendo, and you'll hear all his voices, well, at least some of them, later this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. You can find out more at frankcaliendo.com.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News. New Mexico's Office of the Medical Investigator has determined that the fatal film set shooting of a cinematographer by actor and producer Alec Baldwin last year was an accident. The office issued its determination after completing an autopsy of Halna Hutchins and reviewing law enforcement reports. Some of those reports were made public Monday by the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office. Prosecutors have not said yet whether charges will be filed. Melissa Etheridge headed to Off-Broadway. She'll play 12 concerts starting October 13th at the New World Stages in New York. She plans to mix songs with stories about her life. Before that, she'll finish her national concert tour, and she's releasing a graphic novel called Heartstrings. And Carrie Underwood returns to sing the theme for NBC's Sunday Night Football this year. If you're a fan of Carrie's, be on the lookout. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh.
Swear to God.
Cool.
Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook and Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you'd call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, "Say it to my face." And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called Oh, No, You Didn't. Swear to God. Well, it's hard to spell it on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, "Oh, no, you didn't."
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I need to be cheered up right now.
All right.
I think the only way to do that,
You want me to
in my mind, of course,
one way.
involves...
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hi, chick.
Hey, buddy.
Why are vampires so easy to fool?
Why are vampires so easy to fool?
They're suckers.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Bashan?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific name.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Comedian Greg Fitzsimmons has joined us in the studio. You're a New Yorker.
Yeah.
How's that going?
New York's good. Not bad. It's a strange place because no matter where you work or what you do, you come in contact with freaks. You know, I worked at a gas station for a couple of years, and the guy I worked with, strange man, former porno movie star from the 70s.
Really?
Yeah, he'd get confused every time he'd fill the tank. Halfway through, he'd pull it out and spray it all over the car. We lost a lot of good petrol.
You know you're too hot when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. So that's how you know you're too hot.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bug, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom.
Blah, blah, blah. Everything. Hi, everybody. It's the Bob and Tom Show. How about you? There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Having a cup of Joe?
Yes, sir.
Cup of 30 weight?
Yep.
Ask Tom how many sweeteners he brought in for his various beverages.
How many?
62.
Okay.
He has a
I know he like rips them up and they're like.
Take your hand and make a.
They're there.
Yeah.
He goes, that's for the whole morning. And I go, you're lying.
How do you think I get my sweet disposition?
Oh, is that it?
Equal, splendor. Oh, that's
as Josh would say, well, that tumor's not going to grow itself. Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
He's in the performance room. I'd like to get a song out of him at some point.
We just got one.
Oh, yeah. There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Hey, Chick.
Ace Cosby's here. Chick. He's manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk. A lot of good sports today.
Well, good.
Good stuff.
Before we get to that, I'm going to tell you something, Ace.
Yeah,
Today's joke of the day is sponsored. What? That's right. By the movie Me Time with Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg.
You know, if the joke's sponsored, Ace expects some sort of
remuneration.
Kickback.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep thinking that, Ace.
Free Netflix thing? Yeah.
It is a Netflix thing. Rated R, Ace. For really good.
Really, really good.
That's coming up August 26th. Details just around the corner.
Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg. At last, those two kids together.
Yeah.
I'm a big Mark Wahlberg fan. I think he's terrific.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, we have
Mr.
McGee over there. You see, you have some interesting sports today.
Alabama, number one preseason AP top 25 for the second straight season. That's also the 9th time overall, second most in poll history. Crimson Tide. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide.
Call me
Deacon Blue. Ohio State, number 2. Defending national champ Georgia comes in at 3. Clemson is number 4. Notre Dame rounds out the top 5. Ohio State hosting Notre Dame, 7:30, September 3rd. Saturday night in Columbus, Ohio.
With their new trademarked...
with the Ohio State University.
They got the.
They have a shirt online. It just says it's scarlet and gray. Scarlet shirt, gray letters, giant block, the, T-H-E.
That's it?
That's all it says.
That's the nature of their trademark.
It's badass.
Wow.
You can use the word the or the.
Well, of course you can.
On any T-shirt, just if it's implying that it's somehow Ohio State with colors, they own it.
All right.
Just so you know, to clarify. Famous case.
So you can still have that cool shirt that says like the man pointing up and the legend pointing down.
That's still okay.
Still in play.
Oh yeah.
You got one?
I have several of those, yeah. And I'm with stupid shirts. Yeah, I got a lot of fun shirts that I wear.
I've seen I'm with stupid pointing, and stupid is your penis. I've seen that.
Oh, really?
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the one pointing down the legend. Well, that's serious.
It's a classy shirt.
Yeah, classy.
I only wear it if I go to 10 o'clock mass.
Weren't you up on your cross the other day about how people are dressing at mass or something?
Oh, it's gotten bad. It's just disrespectful. I think.
Sandals and flip-flops.
Yeah,
and,
shorts.
Come on, Jesus was always wearing sandals.
I was going to say the argument could be made. You didn't see Jesus wearing a tie. Did you see that they hung him up wearing a Brooks Brothers suit? No.
All right. Well, if they were wearing
Sorry,
robes and sandals, it'd be different. But they're
okay. A little too casual.
Oof,
yeah, that's
casual.
where I got that. I was just
at least they're there.
That's true, Pat. At least they're there.
Dirty hippie. Well, Jesus Christ. That's how he got his name.
How is it?
Look at that dirty hippie.
In some ways, you're right.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, speaking of hippies.
Yeah.
Once again, yesterday in history was the opening
of Woodstock.
In 1969.
How's that going, them trying to bring that back every couple of years?
The last time they did it, it failed for the 50th anniversary.
Woodstock 99? Yeah.
Watch that documentary. Wow. Holy smole.
Those documentaries are so unfair. It's ridiculous.
I don't know why rile them up.
It really hit a nerve with
Hey, let's take something that happened 25 years ago and apply today's wokeness to it. Shut your ass. I can't stand it.
See, he's that age where those guys were being accused of certain things.
Yeah,
right.
Well, I'm guessing he was right there in the middle.
This was the Woodstock 30th anniversary you're talking about? 99?
Yeah. 99.
Because they tried to do a 50th and it never got off the ground.
They did?
Yeah, remember?
They don't know.
Can you believe all those white guys were yelling the N-word? Oh, you mean when the rapper held the mic out to them for them to scream it? I can believe it, yeah.
That wasn't in this documentary, but
they picked the bands.
Yeah, those things suck.
The guy that was in charge of it, whatever, he's no longer with us. So.
No, he's not. And they say that at the end of the documentary. They say right after he died like 3 months after it was filmed when they were talking to him about it.
I thought we would revisit a little fun Woodstock trivia in a few minutes.
Oh. Okay.
Woodstock trivia.
Sort of. It's obscure. But
something he remembered yesterday and he wants to play again.
I was on a walk the other day and I said, what haven't I heard in a long time? And I played Santana live at Woodstock, Soul Sacrifice.
Oh my God.
He was high as a kite, he said.
Of all the music you could
see. 2 hours later when you got done listening to it.
That is there are about 10 drum solos worth listening to.
Oh,
that's one of them.
No.
So wrong.
Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm talking about.
Why did you just make Santana sound like John Philip Sousa?
Sadly, there's a marching band out there that does the song Soul Sacrifice.
Probably.
But I bet the drum corps can kick ass. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure, I know.
It's like Michael Shreve. He's like 10 years old.
Carlos Santana begins and ends with Smooth for me.
Exactly.
Rob Thomas.
That's
great.
That's 30 years later.
That's an unbelievable
That is a hit.
I'm with Chick.
That is a hit.
Also, Michelle Branch teams up with Mr. Carlos Santana.
Yes.
She does a really nice song, too.
I don't want young Santana tripping on acid.
No.
Give me 50-year-old Santana.
No.
Eating antacids now.
I want Shaman Santana. That's what I want. He's a holy man, Tom.
Soul Sacrifice is where it begins and ends for Santana.
So smooth.
He's tripping on that.
Who is?
Tell me
Carlos Santana.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, now I want to hear that song.
Which one? Soul Sacrifice?
No, Smooth.
No.
It's a great dance song.
Well, it's a hot one.
The drum solo, I ordinarily drum solo, I leave, but this guy just nails it. This is the best. And I think he's 20 years old or something at the time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
On your walks, are you kind of grooving to this? Are you getting in a Santana mood, or is it still just you kind of walking out there?
I was walking. I started thinking about. I heard a thing in the news going, "Oh yeah, Woodstock, the anniversary next week." So I started just going through some of the Woodstock stuff. It's a great movie.
But how can you accost someone on your walk? Hi, how you doing? When'd you buy this house? Oh, I see you're just minding your own business in your front yard. But what's going on?
Just some poor woman walking her baby, and my dad's making her split Raycon so she can listen to Carlos too.
Come on, here, listen.
I'm enjoying life with my Raycon earbuds. Where I walk, there are no other people.
Check it out. I find that you go find other people, I'm sure. To pontificate to someone.
Some poor guy decided to mow the lawn. My dad has to walk back. Oh, check this stuff out. You ever heard this?
Hey, stop your lawnmower. I want you to hear Soul Sacrifice with Santana.
Excuse me. You look like Santana. Do you,
You know Santana, right?
Let's find the drum solo.
He's muy bien.
Wait.
Ooh, you're probably related to it.
Wait a second. I found the drum solo, I think.
Oh, yeah, we found something.
Is it, or is it trying to tune him?
Oh, this is it. The best part's at the end where they kick the band kicks back.
Well, let's go ahead and wait.
Okay,
Yeah, we have nothing else to do today.
well, we could be listening to sports.
Tom, who was playing slide whistle?
That's amazing.
Because if you hear that, boy.
That's actually Carlos McGee.
Oh.
All right. I'll stop if you will. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Chick.
You're welcome.
Music fans, you might want to check out Woodstock. And they released the famous Creedence Clearwater set.
Oh, boy.
Oh, again.
Well, that was missing for a while,
Yeah.
or at least
Why
not.
was that missing?
Yeah.
Didn't John say
Nobody
don't
wanted to
put
hear
John
that-
Fogerty didn't like the set, and it's wonderful.
Oh, you said they finally released it, like the FBI sealed the documents.
Well, but they released like, what, a year ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Dean's coming in here for a drum solo. What's happening?
Sorry, I was in the other room. I was getting coffee. Were you playing drum solos?
Yes, I was.
Oh, crap.
Santana. Okay, so the point is, this is the anniversary of Woodstock, and I thought we would feature something. This is from comedian Dennis Wolfberg, who went to Woodstock and had an interesting time. He was a kind of less than hip dude, if you will, and some friends dragged him to Woodstock.
Not like you.
Well, yeah, he didn't really know what was going on, wasn't familiar with any of the bands. Well, you'll hear what happened.
Dennis Wolfberg is our guest.
Yes, indeed. And of course, this is the anniversary of Woodstock, and I went in 1969 as opposed to the 1968 Woodstock, which was far less successful. There I was. I went because a couple of buddies of mine who were far more hip and attuned to the music of the day, and I, having virtually no life at that point in time, was joining them for what was going to be, several thousand people at this big rock fest, and it turned out to be Woodstock. But to show how absolutely out of touch I was, when the Who came on, they were really the first group that I thought I knew. I thought they were the Guess Who, which at that time had a song, These Eyes. And finally, after a day and a half of what to me was completely unknown, obscure, loud music in the heat and the mud, finally a group I could sink my teeth in when they started to sing These Eyes, to which I could boogie along like the other 500,000 people. Meanwhile, they do 2 hours, it's 4 in the morning, and at the end, they do the rock opera, Tommy, at the end of which they smash all their instruments, but they had not yet sung These Eyes. And I'm thinking, how stupid can you be? You have one hit, and you're breaking your instrument. What are you going to do, it a cappella? How stupid. They have no sense of theatrics. Mr. Woodstock himself.
But you were actually there.
I hated it.
Really? It was muddy and rainy.
Oh, yeah, Jews are not meant for mud. Really. We need room service. I did not particularly enjoy it, but I was there. And despite that, I still couldn't score with women for years, telling them I was in Woodstock, however. They still were not interested in me. I played at Woodstock. They still didn't care.
Dennis Wolfberg getting a little confused, thinking that the Who played this one, which is, of course...
now, this is a song.
The Guess Who. Oh, I love it.
I like this one, too. Do you guys like this one?
Yeah.
I like this.
He's a great
love
vocal.
this band.
Burton Cummings, amazing voice.
The most underrated, I think, of all vocals.
No, he's rated about.
Oh, I don't think so. He tends to write less than great lyrics.
He counterfeited everything he did with the incredibly mediocre Stand Tall.
Oh, incredible. Well, see, he was waiting for These Eyes as opposed to the Who covering Summertime Blues at Woodstock.
It's the first time I saw this movie and I saw the Who do this and I went, oh. So we'd be covered with mud and feces and vomit. Probably.
There is a scene in the movie of the Portisane guy. Remember that?
No, I don't think I've ever seen the movie.
It's well done.
Hey, you haven't seen Dirty Dancing. Don't roll your eyes at me.
Yeah, there's a significant difference between Dirty Dancing and Woodstock. Woodstock,
you can argue they're both
a cultural pivot.
They're both cultural milestones.
They both have their place.
Okay.
You'd really like the soundtrack of Dirty Dancing, I think, Tom.
Okay, I've never seen it. I'll have to.
Jeff Healy's all over it.
I think you can take the girls. It's not too provocative, right?
Yeah, it kind of is.
It is?
You're going to be my regular Saturday night thing in the beer room. You don't remember that?
I don't.
He's giving it to her from behind. You you forget
That's
that
not
scene.
what happens.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what happens.
Yeah, that's what happened.
There's no BFing scene in Dark Dirty Dancing.
He's behind her, giving it to her.
Okay.
You don't have to
Excuse
be
me.
BFing.
Excuse me, BF.
What? You can get to.
Dirty Dancing is having its 35th anniversary today. And
No, it
it
gets
is
baby in the
indeed
butt crack.
coming to theaters. So look for it at a theater near you.
Yeah, everything's back there.
I believe it'll be August 21st is what it looks like here.
Okay.
All right.
You want to go with us? Everybody go
I'll
to some
go.
Dirty Dance?
And then it's going to be on a number of pay-per-view channels as well. But yeah, I'm trying to. This is confusing. I don't know. I think it's coming up.
Have you seen the Dirty Dancing scene where they start to? I had the time of my life, and how Patrick Swayze dances up to Baby or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But they put the Muppet theme behind it. It's hilarious.
That is very good.
It's hilarious.
It's dead on.
Yeah, it fits right in.
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
I'm looking that up.
Whoever came up
Okay,
with
this says it's tomorrow. This particular article. So
Let's not
check it out.
Caught up in this.
Okay, if you want to see Dirty Dancing in a movie theater, it'd be fun. Support your local movie theater, right, Josh?
Sure.
Josh used to be an usher at a movie theater.
I did. I loved it.
It sounds like a fun job.
It was. It was my second favorite job.
Yeah, I wish you would do it here.
What? Just walk around with a broom?
No, just
In a flashlight?
Tickets?
Yeah.
some of the young folks working in movie theaters these days don't really, I don't know, don't seem to have that skip in their step.
They absolutely do not.
You'll like that. You know who was the number one offender of slipping into movies they haven't bought tickets to? One Tom Griswold.
Old TG over there.
Yeah.
Did you catch people like that?
Several occasions, I would go to a movie, it would stink.
Many.
I'd get up and just go to a different one.
Yeah.
That's all right. I would usually. What I always appreciate is if somebody, hey, do you mind if I bought a ticket for this? I'm not enjoying it. Can I go into this? And I would usually go, yeah, of course.
Okay, well, they're not attentive enough where I go to the movies now.
Yeah, no, exactly.
No.
You can do whatever you want.
You can walk in and you can grill your own ribs.
Did you ever?
The last movie I was in, there were 4 people starting a campfire.
That's what I said. Yeah,
With their shoes off.
It's like the one I went to was like a daycare center.
Did you catch
Hey,
any?
I'm trying to watch the Elvis movie. Could you possibly shut those kids up?
Did you catch any punk kids trying to sneak in?
I was about to say, Tom, when you were younger, did you ever sneak into a movie?
No, I was happy.
I caught, yes, and depending on the kid, I either let him go or I didn't.
I think we did once. We had one guy, we paid for one person, and he went around to the back door and.
Okay, if I could tell the kids were going to go, they snuck into an R-rated movie and they're going to be quiet and watch it. I didn't bother chasing him out.
Ace was trying to get a bargain, Tom.
Okay, yeah, that's a stunner. Right now, I want to remind you that the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What's it all about? Well, it's about taking care of yourself the same way you take care of your car or your truck. Your brain's got to be in good shape. And if you're having some issues, maybe check out BetterHelp. What's it all about? Well, it's about supporting a healthy brain and helping yourself. BetterHelp's online therapy that offers video or phone or even live chat-only therapy sessions. So you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to be. It's a lot more affordable than in-person therapy. BetterHelp.com/BT show. Find out what I'm talking about. You can be matched with a therapist in as few as 48 hours. And they have a special offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners. You can get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/BT show. This is private, and it can be extraordinarily helpful. 10% off your first month of online therapy. BetterHelp.com/BT show. Keep yourself feeling good. And if you know someone who's having some issues, maybe suggest this to them. BetterHelp.com/BT show. Coming up in sports, we have
Lane Kiffin goes to a kegger.
Okay.
And Draymond Green gets married, makes it official, and boy, was it a party.
All right. We got a new kind of ice cream out there.
Really?
And some world records, and Andy Reid on vacation.
Boy, is he getting fatter.
NFL great.
By the minute.
Having some fun. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe. things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Morty Gleckman for Casket Carnival.
It's a Casket Carnival. You won't lose your shirt. It's a Casket Carnival. When we shovel on the dirt, we'll make sure you really save before we stick you in the grave. We won't steal from you. Casket Carnival.
We've got lots of games and prizes, and since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, huh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up here, huh? At the cremation station, we want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were dead.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Hey, you feeling lucky, punk? Huh? Well, are you? You can win a virtual screening of the Netflix movie Me Time, starring Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg. Just head to bobandtom.com/contest or check out the Bob and Tom app to register. Again, see the official rules for complete details, but you could be watching the Me Time movie private screening starring Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg. Again, bobandtom.com/contest to enter, and good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with things you may have missed. Jeff Bonert had all but given up on seeing his poodle hound Mix again after she went missing in early June. 2 months later, he got a text from a neighbor. People exploring a nearby cave found a dog. Could it be Abby? Curious, Bonert went to the cave site not far from his rural Missouri home, expecting to confirm that it wasn't his dog, Abby. Then he saw the picture one of the rescuers took. He said, "That's my dog." Bonert and rescuers believe the nearly 14-year-old dog lived mostly off her own body fat while spending nearly 60 days inside the cave before her rescue August 6th. She's now regaining weight and wagging her tail again, and Abby is back home and out of the cave. A break in a 20-inch water main in the Boston area sent water rushing down a city street, formed a sinkhole that swallowed a vehicle and flooded some area basements. City officials say the burst pipe in the city's south end reported about 3:30 a.m. Monday. The Boston Water and Sewer Commission says the water main, about 150 years old, it was last updated in the 1970s. The flood also buckled the roadway, which was closed to traffic. The vehicle seen in television video tilting into the sinkhole was removed later in the morning. There were no injuries reported. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, Bob and Tom.
Oh, it's
Pepe Escrote.
Pepe Escrotum. Good morning,
Hi,
Pepe.
Como allez-vous with you?
Oh, we're fine.
Hi, Pepe. I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting is a non-urine.
Oh,
the
is that your
non-urine
job?
used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry when they were spanked.
They wouldn't?
No.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
Hey, Chic McGee.
Yes, Pepe.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one.
That's right.
Thank you, Pepe Le Scrotum.
Au revoir.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Yesterday we were talking about hickeys.
Yeah.
I have a story for you.
Which one of your daughters has one?
No, nobody has hickeys, but we have death by hickey.
Death by hickey. Were that me? I'm sure the officers would stand over my body and say, I have a feeling this is how he'd wanted to go.
More chalk.
Yes, because I'm so gigantic.
Oh my God.
One stick of chalk would never be enough
We had to use a whole
at all.
box of chalk to outline his.
Look at him. He had to take his headphones off, lean back, and he's screaming with laughter.
He's just an awful person.
More chalk.
Lucky numbers.
Man, if that weren't funny, I'd be so mad.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and
Again tomorrow.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
At the upside sidekick desk. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
We're back skating at full strength. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much.
I apologize.
What were you wrong about?
I said the from behind scene was in Dirty Dancing.
Yeah?
That, of course, is wrong. It's in Roadhouse. It wasn't in.
Oh, yeah.
This Saturday night.
I can see how you'd conflate.
Well,
those
you guys
two
were
classics.
talking about both
Patrick's
movies.
yeah.
Both movies, and I
All right.
just, I get excited when
Now,
I...
you may be right about something. Who said that during in the movie Woodstock, the great scene with Santana playing Soul Sacrifice, which I played a few minutes ago.
Please stop.
Great song, great drums. Carlos apparently was extraordinarily high on acid.
I have no idea. I didn't
He thought
see
the guitar
movie.
was a snake, right?
Yeah, I just got this letter from a guy saying, he said Jerry Garcia gave him acid. Carlos thought they wouldn't be going on stage for 8 more hours. Then the stage manager said, you have to go on now or you don't go on at all. And, he thought that the guitar was a snake. Mm-hmm. Nevertheless, played it just fine.
Much better than thinking a snake is a guitar. Then you're trying to play, Green Day with your buddies. And
Yikes.
Was he not just screaming the whole time?
Again, a little bit of Soul Sacrifice. Highly recommended. The movie Woodstock really is great. And it's the anniversary. It would have been day 2 at Woodstock in 1969. I want to go back to a story from yesterday. Do you mind if I do this real quick?
Go ahead.
Do you have a good
I think we all mind, but there's nothing we can do to stop you.
We had a story about a giant fish kill in Germany.
Sure.
Not necessarily top of mind, but it was kind of a story that sort of writes its own punchline. If you recall, Christy, the name of the river was
Oder.
The Oder River.
Uh-huh.
Got a very interesting letter, and this is Christy. Would you read? I want you to just read the end of this. Read the guy's name out loud, and so I don't get in trouble here.
Dennis Richard Oder.
Okay, there you go. So it's there for you.
Yeah, the same name.
You're my witness.
His middle name's Richard?
And there's a...
Does he go by Dick Oder?
Well,
he says, you mentioned my namesake river, which flows through Frankfurt. Oder is the German word for the conjunction. I can't fathom how fish could die from odor. Conjunctivitis? What? I don't get this.
Well, that's why I wanted to read it. I'd already proofread it, and I would have skipped to the bottom. He didn't want to be named Dick Oder. That was the joke. Never mind.
Oh.
Just move on. Failed.
Chick, you didn't get the script.
I'm sorry. It didn't make sense.
Sometimes my mind reading...
I didn't ask you to read your mind. I just wanted
Sometimes it lets me down. I didn't ask to read your mind. Just shut up. Well,
I think they added the dentist.
That's what he was going to say.
So he wouldn't go through the life as Dick
He
Oder.
added the dentist
Yeah.
who wouldn't go through
Right.
life being known as Dick Oder.
Right.
You see.
Gotcha.
Because being named Dick Oder would be...
horrible.
Somewhat embarrassing.
Right.
Although there's a famous race car driver that got through life being named Dick Trickle.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Sounds like a fake name, but it wasn't. You would have thought he would have gone. Would have thought he would have gone with Ricky. You know, like Ricky Bobby.
Well, Ricky Trickle. That's kind of silly too.
Yeah, but it's not as. Dick Trickle sounds like
gonorrhea.
Yeah, it sounds like
you got the nail. And things are dripping. What's happening in sports over there?
Dear idiots and Willie.
Hey.
Oh, hey. That's interesting. I have to take you to task for a moment. The opinions expressed on your show yesterday. It is never okay to bag your dog's poo and leave it in someone else's trash can.
Really?
Why?
Technically,
I agree. I don't think you should do that either.
Technically, it's a theft of services, not to mention possibly trespassing.
Theft of services.
What do you mean theft
Boy,
of
if this
services?
person isn't head of an HOA.
But more to the point, for a non-dog owner, it's pretty disgusting. If I wanted to deal with dog crap on a daily basis, I'd buy a dog. Do you have any idea what a trash can with dog crap in it smells like after a day in the sun, after a week?
Yes, it smells like hot dog crap.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Don't empower the lazy. It's their dog. Let them carry the benefits of dog ownership home in their pocket.
I hate to say I agree with this guy, but I do. And you're right, Josh. That the way that's written has to be head of an HOA.
He really does.
And an angry man.
Yeah, he's mad about it.
The last angry man.
Last angry.
Yeah, what finally took him out was the dog. Again, yeah, I like the biodegradable bags. Then you just heave them into the woods.
Yeah, if you live near a wooded area that's not often hiked, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess. But
Yeah, someo's geocaching on the weekend, and there's
Right.
No one is anywhere near where I live.
Well, can you blame them?
Don't you mean no one of consequence? That's what
no
you
one
mean.
at all. It's very, very quiet. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get back to sports.
A couple years ago, well, let's start with Ole Miss, the Ole Miss Rebels and Lane Kiffin.
Certainly.
Football program.
A fine program indeed.
Yes, indeed, the Rebels. And they were looking for a punter, Tom.
Right.
And they actually lucked out. And this is where head coach Lane Kiffin takes over the story.
You guys have also added a punter to your roster. Can you talk a little bit about him?
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about him. I think he was down at the frat house, like at a keg party or something, where they got him from. So we got some conditioning work to do with my guy. But we just said, hey, someone go find a punter around campus. And so we found one that actually used to punt in Division I. So you never know.
His name's Charlie Pollock. He used to punt for Nevada. He got in the transfer portal and ended up at Ole Miss and wasn't going to play football.
How many Pollocks does it take to punt for Ole Miss? Apparently just one.
Yeah.
But
the other two are screwing in a light bulb.
He's
Each
ranked.
other. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Whatever you're into is okay with us. Everybody on board for that?
I don't know what night he bowls, but
by the way, that Lane Kiffin, that man is electric.
That's how he found a punter. Well, what do you want him to do? Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. If you had to wade through that guy's press conference for that, I applaud you.
He went over to a kegger, and we'll review this story tomorrow.
I like the story very much.
Mark my words. More sports coming up if I decide to stay.
I enjoyed that very much. But you reminded me of
something. He went to a kegger, Tom, and found a punter.
You think that's true?
It's absolutely true.
Oh, it is?
No,
yes.
But Josh, you started to do your special voice. This one.
Yes, indeed.
Tell me about the kegger.
Rufus T. What is this?
No. Grover Emerson Ford.
Oh, this guy's back.
Oh, I never went anywhere with him.
Are you enjoying a lemonade on the front porch?
Oh, it's good to have property, isn't it, Tom?
Many.
This is going to go the wrong direction. I think.
No.
We'll just move forward.
and people, yeah.
I'm suddenly very uncomfortable.
No.
Let's get back to talking about Carlos Santana or something fun. When we come back, we will once again.
Maybe have the joke of the day?
Sure. You want to?
No,
by
I
your
don't
request. Hang on a second. Wait a second. Am I?
You requested that.
Have I taken LSD? Is my microphone a snake, or did Chick request the Ace Cosby joke of the day?
Cash register. Cash register.
Right. Okay. I'm looking forward to this.
Cha-ching.
Be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Boy, this week in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky sure has a lot of dummies in town. It's the annual ventriloquist convention.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show. I'm sorry? What did you say?
From the ventriloquism convention?
Yeah. And I'm not moving on this.
I can tell.
We can tell.
I can tell your lips are pretty still there. Jerry, what's the name of your partner?
Timmy.
Timmy?
It's Julie.
Can Timmy? Can Timmy speak into the phone? Hand in the phone.
You're going to drink some water.
Drink some water while talking to us. Okay, great.
Go ahead.
I'll have to call you back.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world. Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
The voice of Frank Caliendo. You heard it right there. Did you know that was Frank Caliendo? Well, now you do, and he's going to be with us this morning in the 8 o'clock hour. Again, coming up Sunday, August 21st, the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio, and Tuesday, August 23rd, the Improv in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and then Wednesday and Thursday, the 24th and 25th at Acme in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's comedian Frank Caliendo, and he'll be bringing his voice talents here to the Frigamall building. Well, he'll be zooming in, but we'll get to hear from Frank this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Stay tuned.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. President Joe Biden is preparing to sign Democrats' landmark climate change and health care bill. It's the final piece of the president's pared-down domestic agenda as he aims to boost his party's standing with voters ahead of the midterms. The legislation includes the biggest federal investment ever to fight climate change, some $375 billion over a decade. Also caps prescription drug costs at $2,000 out of pocket annually for Medicare recipients and helps an estimated 13 million Americans pay for health care insurance. The FAA is reducing flights in and around New York City due to lack of staffing. That means flights could be delayed by up to 2 hours at John F. Kennedy International, LaGuardia, and Newark. They're asking you to check with your airline for information about particular flights if you're going to New York. And Kraft Heinz is recalling thousands of pouches of Capri Sun after some cleaning solution accidentally mixed with the juice on a production line. According to the company, they're recalling about 5,760 cases of Capri Sun wild cherry flavored juice blend. The best when used date on the package, June 25th, 2023. Check it. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin Honey from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin Honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin Honey, eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Nick Griffin's our guest. I'm glad that
I'm glad everything's okay now. Yeah.
Now, are you dating at all? Do you see anyone? Are you?
No, I don't. I mean, I tried. You know, they're doing that internet dating, which.
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah, but I just don't see a future in it because there's no story if you do get married with your kids. You know, I was checking the box score and then I double clicked on your mom's head.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us now. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay, it must be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that? Are you kidding?
No. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Their hard work.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, news.
That's right.
Pat Godwin, music.
Yeah.
Josh Arnold.
We got it coming up with Pat right now.
He's at the Upside Sidekick Chair.
Hi there, Chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
We're shaking this whole place up, by the way.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's right.
Did you hear?
Yeah.
What?
Josh is going to move over here. Willie's going to move over there. And I'm going to move over there.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing can go wrong.
So in your stereo speakers, it will sound completely different.
And the weird part is we won't have to stop the audio at all.
What do you mean?
You would think if we're moving around, we'll be right back after this message or something.
So are you going to have them raise that part of the desk?
Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit of a...
so that you can...
No, you're not.
Pontificate over all of us?
Like a pharmacist? Is that
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
No, like a judge. Looking forward to it. Right now, as promised, I want to hear it one more time. Did you have a request, Chick McGee?
Did you want something so badly?
The Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Are you kidding me?
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
But first, brought to you by...
Me Time, the hilarious laugh-out-loud buddy comedy starring Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg.
I love those guys.
Coming at you.
They've both been guests on this show, not at the same time.
August 26th, exclusively, only on Netflix, rated R. I bet they say the bad cusses.
They may. Once again, that's Me Time. Kevin Hart, Mark Wahlberg. They've both been guests on this show. Did I say Mark Wahlberg? Mark Wahlberg?
It's Mark
That's Boston.
He's a great actor.
Wicked smart.
Netflix. Wait a minute. Maybe
Makes
do
a good burger, too.
Should we do the intro again? Okay.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
You guys ever had the eggplant parmesan? Oh, sure. Yeah, tasty stuff. You ever wonder where eggplants come from? Where? Chicken plants.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Oh, which came first, the eggplant or the chicken plant?
Oh, boy.
I don't even get that.
That's Kevin Hart and Mark
Chickens and
Wahlberg.
eggs. Chicken comes from an egg. Chickens lay eggs.
All I know is it looks like the conehead's penis. I know. That's all I know.
Okay, let's move forward here.
Remember when Jane Curtin?
Yeah, but it's because it's shaped like her head, not a wiener.
No,
Could we move forward here? I thought we had sports. Do we have any sports?
Oh, yes, we do. Texas Rangers have fired Chris Woodward, their manager, with a team on pace for its 6th consecutive losing season. Yeah, they got enough of a sample size out of him. Hit the door, Chris. And Draymond Green, world champion, Golden State Warrior, he got married over the weekend to his longtime girlfriend, Hazel Renee. And the wedding, as you might expect, had it all. The All-Stars from the NBA. He also had Roddy Ricch and DaBaby performing.
Sure,
Were his many girlfriends there?
Wedding. And
is DaBaby out of prison?
LeBron was
was DaBaby into prison?
He was decanceled. I don't think he was into prison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, DaBaby had...
DaBaby's back.
Had problems. I don't like him because he ruined that Dua Lipa song.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
I'll sing it again. I love the way you sing it.
I got to get.
This is just such a non-thing.
I need I really need kind of the rhythm track.
He forgot the words.
I didn't. You only have to know one word.
What's it called?
It's about elevators.
No,
I'm levitating.
Okay,
It's about elevators.
Because one time you said my favorite song that goes, "I'm elevating." You got it wrong.
That's because I was that. You made me think of that. I'm levitating, and then the baby comes in, and it was the crappy rhyming.
LeBron was having a ball with Mav Carter. They were hanging out, and yes, the best thing about Draymond's wedding was an insane weed bar. And a barista, someone behind the weed bar, rolling blunts for his guests. And there's a quick picture of all the blunts.
That looks so cool.
They look like cigars.
It looks like sushi rolls.
Oh, the barista, if you will, that was manning that.
Boy, times have changed, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
No, I'm saying, can you imagine 20 years ago if that would have been a big problem? I'm sorry, you're not going to know the answer because I don't either. Which of the professional Big Four test for marijuana still? Any of them?
Don't know.
But the NBA does not.
I don't know.
No.
I mean, it's
but
off
here,
season.
I do know one thing. Here's Dua Lipa.
Oh, yeah.
This sounds like Herb Alpert. Rise.
What, because it's got clapping in it? I'm levitating.
My sugar boo.
Sugar boo or
Kelly, your sugar boo?
Sugar boo?
I don't refer to her as my sugar boo, no.
Sugar Bush? Remember the lady in the Bahamas called me Sugar Bush? Remember that? Because my beard? I had a little sugar.
The lady in the Bahamas called me Mr. TG. And one of my friends calls me that all the time.
Really?
I don't know how.
Mr. TG?
She somehow found out my name, and every time we'd go sit down, hello, Mr. TG.
Really? That's how she talked, huh?
Hello. Well, that's how she talks. I know, as Josh pointed out, all accents are.
Talk like Ben Kingsley doing Gandhi. That's okay.
That's absolutely
Ben Kingsley doing Gandhi. That was my fault. I cast him. Right, Josh?
Yeah. And it was okay in 82.
Yeah.
Accents are never funny, remember?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, sorry, Beck.
We got to cancel Apu. Yeah, I know. I've never seen one own a gas station before.
One.
So tired of it. So tired of it.
Angers America.
Piss off, America. I mean, you anger me.
I think we have a new role for Josh. He is the last angry man. Josh Arnold.
No, he's not the last one. A lot of people are.
No, I'm honestly not very angry at all.
That's a famous title, the Last Angry Man.
Sure.
We used to call one of my roommates Last Angry. I'm serious.
No, I think it's funny.
He was the one married to Carnegie Mellon's.
Yeah,
what did he have to be angry about?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in time, he found out.
Okay.
We called her Carnegie Mellon's because he didn't know it. Behind his back. She was gifted in the breastwork area.
No, yeah, we figured that out. We all got that.
Breastwork.
A lot of upkeep. lot of maintenance on.
That reminds me, Pat. Can you play your new song for me? Now you went. Speaking of breastwork, you went playing yoga yesterday.
Playing yoga?
Well, it was his first lesson. Patty G's doing yoga 3 days a week now because he's got a new girlfriend and she's in charge of his life. And so far, so good.
Got them all sore today. Gee.
Yeah. And you wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
And she's heard this and hasn't punched you in the face.
No, she thinks it's funny.
Okay.
Got a gal named Paula. Paula O'Brien is her name. She's very intoxicating. I'm like a moth to a flame. I've been sober 15 years. I walk a very straight line. But if Paula O'Brien's boobs were booze, I'd be loaded all of the time. Yes, I'd be loaded all of the time. I've never been a breast man, and I don't mean to objectify. It's important I stay sober. Heaven knows I try. I go to my AA meetings, spend a night in jail, paid my fines. But if Paula O'Brien's boobs were booze, I'd be loaded all of the time. I'd fall off the wagon with a major slip. If Paula's boobs were booze and I had one little nip, I'd motorboat them every day and get a BWI. If Paula O'Brien's boobs were booze, I'd be loaded all of the time.
Yeah.
Childish. Insulting to women.
Get woke. And you can't even say that anymore.
You can't say get woke?
No, people with sleep apnea are getting pissed now.
Oh, no.
They're forming a union.
I would love to get woke.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Very sleepy.
Now it's politically incorrect.
That's so silly.
We have more sports coming up.
Yeah.
Big news in the hippo world today.
Yeah.
Well, naturally.
Big hippo news. Fun hippo news.
Yeah. And speaking of hippos, we Andy Reid story coming up.
The man's
Is he a big guy?
Real fan.
He's a big guy.
Real
Yeah,
fan.
he's in the news.
Enjoys life.
But yeah, we're going to find out what he enjoys, interestingly enough, in the news. Right now, I know, Josh, you enjoy saving money, and who doesn't? That's where the upside comes in. The upside. How do you save money on gasoline, Josh? Tell me more.
Well, with Upside, the incredible app that everyone who buys gas needs to know about. That's you, my friends. Our listeners, that's also you, are earning cash back for every gallon of gas every time they fill up. Download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now. Use promo code Bob and Tom for 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill up. Man, that is not chicken feed. You're going to get cash back. Don't pay full price at the pump anymore. Use Upside. It's easy to use, and it's real cash that really adds up. In fact, $1 million cash back is being earned by users each week. We're talking real stacks and bricks. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other product. This includes those loyalty programs and credit card rewards that, hey, they're fine, but they're not getting you 3 times more cash back. It's available at all businesses all over the U.S., 30,000 plus to be exact, including big-name brands and those favorite gas stations of yours, as well as some of your wonderful local businesses that treat you so right. Well, you can treat them right by using Upside and helping them out, and Upside's going to help you out right back. Download the free Upside app. Use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. That's code Bob and Tom on the Upside app.
Thank you. We're going to come back with
Tank. I like thank you.
Thank you very much. That should be their slogan.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
From Upside. Now, we're going to come back with some tempo. How about that? Uplifting sports news. And Christy's got some happy news in the world of zoos and animals.
Yeah.
We've got goats, sheep, pandas, and NASA all in the news. Not on the same story. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Working for Randy from Illinois, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. To transfer, wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California, gonna put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money on skate to pigeon forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should've learned a trade. Ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. Took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking him and vending machine. I'll keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know there'll be a time when I own his company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for a minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage.
A pain in the butt. That's why you should let the specialists at Tax Preparation H Incorporated do your taxes for you. Tax Preparation H Incorporated relieves the pain often associated with filing your taxes. And Tax Preparation H Incorporated can reduce those piles of paperwork to one small form that you simply have to sign and file.
Did you go to Tax Preparation H Incorporated?
I sure did.
Do we owe much?
Yep. Oh, we really got reamed by the IRS. But I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt as much thanks to Tax Preparation H Incorporated.
Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his...
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
With us in the studio, comedian Chad Daniels. Your wife is a college professor.
Yes.
Are you a college man?
No.
Oh,
that makes for
interesting contrast.
And her friends always remind me of it.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Are they all college professors as well?
Most of them.
Mm-hmm.
We were out getting dinner one night, and her friends were like, "So, Chad, have you ever had Indian food?" And I was like, "Hello, Thanksgiving." Aren't you a history professor?
Yeah.
Didn't you know that? She has one friend from England that's always bragging about their language. We invented your language. You wouldn't have a language if it wasn't for us. Well, you spelled pneumonia with a P, stupid. Nat starts with a G, and you're bragging about that? And she goes, "You know what? They're silent. You know what? You better be silent before I stab you in your face with a knife."
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
Josh Arnold is here.
Chair.
At the upside sidekick chair. There's
Boy, I really got to let that get away from me.
Cosby manning the track phone hotline.
Ace Cosby.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee and here's Tom.
Ace Cosby. Bing bong, bada bing,
Mr.
bada
Cosby.
bing bong. Mr. Cosby is how he would like you to refer to him.
If
Chick.
you're nasty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Janet.
At the sports desk, it is Mr. Chick McGee.
In other sports, Andy Reid. What a load, huh?
Ah, he's a good man.
He endeared NFL fans after revealing an exchange from a recent trip to Italy. Remember when he won the Super Bowl, he said, I'm going to go out and have a really big cheeseburger.
Yes.
Good for him.
Because he's fat.
Well, just because he's a fatty, fat doesn't mean that he can't.
According to Football Morning in America's Peter King, Reed related an experience he had with the local.
That's a bold name, by the way.
What?
Peter King.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm
Yeah.
Dick King.
And roll call, I'm known as King Peter.
Reed had an experience with a local while on vacation with his wife during the off season.
Dick King is one of the rare names that's a noun and a verb.
Yeah.
At the start of the trip, the local asked Andy Reid what kind of wine he liked.
He's in Italy having a nice time.
Sure, you got to drink wine.
Got to drink the wine in Italy,
yeah.
right?
The coach replied, I don't drink wine.
I don't think that's how it sounds.
The local asked him, you like coffee? Reed responded, I don't like coffee.
Yes.
Already exasperated, the local said, you don't like a wine or coffee. What are you doing in Italy? Reed answered, I like to eat.
Jeez.
May I have a glass of Alfredo?
And a loaf of that bread.
Well, good for him. The food in Italy, mighty good.
I don't look like a walrus with the mustache.
Let me ask you, so when you go to Italy, this is an ignorant question.
Yes.
And all those gross Italians are walking. No, I'm kidding. When you go to Italy and you eat Italian food, are you like, this is what they've been trying to do in America?
Well, they do a pretty good job in America. But it's amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Okay.
One time, I don't know how I can not sound incredibly pretentious.
Oh, don't worry.
There is no way, so go ahead.
There's no way at all. Yeah.
I was somewhere between Saint-Tropez and Milan.
Yes.
And we stopped at a...
Tell it, Tom. Yeah.
We stopped at literally under a freeway bridge.
Okay.
I mean, this was not a fancy... This was basically a diner off the freeway. And I ordered the appetizer, which was a lasagna, kind of the starter.
Yeah.
And it was...
Lasagna's an appetizer.
Oh, it was so great. I ordered another one.
Yes.
And then I had another one. And the chef came out to meet the crazy American who had 3 lasagnas.
All right.
I mean, it's just, this food is incredible.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Man.
I don't blame the coach for going there, because obviously if you live in Kansas City, you've got some mighty fine food there.
You got ribs.
I
sure
think,
do.
I think Papa John's makes a pretty good pizza.
I do too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think he was in search of Chef Boyardee somewhere in Italy, and
all right.
I mean, he likes to eat. Good for him. It's fun. I mean, and he brought it up himself, so he's kind of making fun of
Doesn't
himself.
like to eat.
Everybody likes to eat.
Yeah.
You don't eat, you don't poop.
He doesn't
poop,
like
you
coffee. He
die.
doesn't like wine. I'm not a wine guy. I of course drink my share of coffee. Certainly. Are you a wine guy, Chick? Do you ever drink any wine?
I've been known to every now and then, but no, I don't seek it out.
Yeah, I've got a wine guy.
You do. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, of course you do.
Of course he does.
A friend of mine.
Pretentious to have a wine.
No, because I get his gifts. In fact, I've got to get a gift for a guy right now, and I have no idea what to get. So I go over, talk to him, and go, hey, what do I get him?
I like a nice Shiraz.
What's that?
It's a red.
Type of wine.
Shiraz?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a petite Shiraz, too.
I know a DJ named Shiraz.
Oh, really?
St.
That's
Louis.
Favaz.
Oh,
That is Favaz, yes.
Oh, he's great.
Oh, good man.
I love Favaz.
There's a Zinfandel.
Where's he work?
Is that a white?
Is he in the air in St. Louis?
White Zin. You can get a white Zin,
You
right?
can get a white Zin, but it's usually red. It's
What wine is served very, very cold? I like a cold wine.
duck.
Whites?
Asti Spumante.
Yeah?
A Chardonnay or a
is that
Sauvignon
your
Blanc.
Grigios.
You don't get a
Pinot
cold
Grigio?
red, though.
No,
That's my
Pat, I know.
You're supposed to chill in the
your experience with wine usually ends up with well, what is it? Soil trousers in a bus station.
I was never a wine drinker. I was a wine guzzler. Oh, I was not a wine drinker.
Do you have anything in a brown paper bag?
So much for the anonymous part.
I do love I love the scene at the end of Sideways, where he's drinking that great wine in a foam cup. Wait a minute, I don't know much, but I assume that'd be a lot better in a glass. Okay.
Boy, remember when he drinks right out of that tasting?
I love this. I need a pour over here. I need a pour.
That is brutal.
Sorry. Check out the movie Sideways. Even if you don't drink wine, it's wonderful.
Or just listen to our show and you'll hear it recapped.
Oh, when he
drank a little too much
when he goes, I already had that issue of, what's it called? Barely Legal magazine.
That's what, you know what my dad's review of Sideways was?
What?
Finally, A romance that gets the guys right. He loved it.
Oh, it's great. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yes, I liked it too.
Stupid world.
I argued with him.
Thomas Hayden Church. What a nice guy. We talked to him.
Oh, cool.
What a great guy.
He's in Tombstone.
Yeah, he is.
He's overlooked in Tombstone. He's great in Tombstone. A South Carolina man is attempting to break his own world record for the world's fastest golf cart. According
He already
to...
has the record.
He's trying to break his own.
Trying to be better,
Yeah,
Christy.
you got to faster.
You play golf, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Gets kind of boring, doesn't it? 18 holes?
Yeah.
Not with this guy.
According to something called
18 holes, 35 minutes.
The Queen City News, Robbie Steen initially began going after world records to promote his business, Plum Quick Motors.
He says it's pronounced Steen so that he can get in the golf club.
It's spelled S-T-E-N. It's the Dutch.
Oh, sorry.
It's the
He
Dutch,
went
like
that
Bruce
far.
Springsteen. But thank you for the attempt. Certainly appreciated.
Plum Quick Motors.
So you're suggesting the club is, as they used to say in the 50s, restricted.
Plum Quick Motors makes electric motors for golf carts. In 2014, he set the Guinness World Record with a speed of, anybody want to guess?
With the golf cart.
72 miles per hour.
Got a 72, got a 65.
91.
91.
50.
55.
55. 118.76.
That's just suicide.
Man. In 2014. Now, Steen will bring his souped-up golf cart to the drag strip to top his top speed. On tomorrow, Steen will attempt to reach at least 150 miles per hour.
Oh, man, that's scary.
Crazy.
Well, we got to send somebody.
I mean, I'm not comfortable going more than about 20 in a golf cart. They're so flimsy. And
they are?
You're not strapped in.
Remember the golf cart incident? Me and you, and that guy driving, almost killed us?
Screaming at that guy.
Oh, God, I've never seen Tom so mad. Even one of us, he's never been that mad in his life.
Really?
Or one of the kids, yeah. It was
We were
crazy.
in a golf cart. This guy was driving
Where was
recklessly, and the
this?
golf cart started to shimmy, and we all thought we were going to fall off and die.
Oh, he was driving the golf cart you were in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if he's trying to be funny still to this day.
But it was, this thing was about...
Did you know this guy?
Briefly.
Kind of.
Okay.
Fortunately, duty called, and he had to retire. I think his boss looked at his numbers.
I see.
Yeah. Golf cart, going 100 miles an hour in a golf cart is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's...
What about going 100 miles an hour in a car?
Crazy.
No,
it's fun.
They're designed. They have
Out
tires.
here coming to...
Well, if you're talking race cars, but I mean
this guy has to have his
Out here
outfitted
coming
with
to work?
special tires, I assume. And
oh, you think so? It's not just a...
it would have to be. You can't go
Well, then I don't think
150
it
miles.
counts. It doesn't count.
Let me tell you something. If this golf cart doesn't look like a golf cart, right down to
Yes,
the tires,
exactly.
I don't like this guy.
I want a little pencil on the steering wheel. I want everything.
Yes.
I want to see it being driven by John Daly with a case of Miller Lite in the seat.
Yes.
Hey,
I
go
do
to
too.
hell.
It looks like it's got he even has golf
What does it have, golf clubs?
golf clubs on the back.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd argue with it if I could. It looks just like a golf cart.
Yeah.
Those do look like special tires and wheels.
Is it electric?
Fair.
I doubt it.
That's no, it's it's not. In this one, unless he's smoking the tires, it's not.
He
electric.
works for an electric golf cart, Plum Quick Motors,
Okay.
which
Right.
makes electric motors for golf carts.
Yeah, so I thought it was an advertisement for them. So therefore,
Christy, is this an electric? Look at that, all that smoke coming up.
Yeah, I see the smoke. I'm looking at
He
it.
must be smoking the tires.
Maybe
then.
smoking the tires.
Could be.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you, sir.
You still own a golf cart?
I do.
May I come play with it?
I'm going to be selling it soon.
To me.
And there's a shortage of golf carts right now.
Oh God! So what is a good golf cart?
You can't get a golf cart for a year and a half. Year and a half.
Oh, they're really valuable.
Really?
I'm totally serious. There is a shortage of them right now.
What would you charge a friend for a golf cart?
$15K.
Gee,
the golf cart.
I honestly asked him if he would sell it to me because my brother's in the market for one, and he was like, "I can't. They're too." He didn't want to have to charge me too much.
I just had it retweaked for $3,500. So it's
Okay.
got new batteries, new tires, new wheels. It's bad.
Oh, it's bad.
I never take it over 5 miles an hour, but it's a badass golf cart.
Cool.
Okay. We'll look forward to seeing if the guy gets the world record.
That's right. And we'll leave you on sports.
Oh yeah. Dua Lipa?
Nope. The baby.
I'm levitating. I don't want to hear the baby part. They edited him out.
The baby.
Who edited him out?
Yeah, you don't say hog monster?
Really?
Say hog monster?
Do you have to go? You have to go that vulgar.
Or maybe some sort of inside.
You guys have honey before.
Can we name him?
You ever call him a sunder?
Can we name him?
Yeah, like Peter King or something.
Sausage buzz.
Oh, God, here goes the phone.
Twat master.
A Peasiotomator.
The old twat master.
So, Twat master, I'm home.
So hog
I picked up some Chinese food, Twatty.
Yeah, hog monster. He didn't like that.
Way too far.
Twat
my little
master is a
Twatty
good one.
bird.
You can't say that. You can't say hog man. No way.
That's that twatter, that communication thing. It's the Twitter for adults.
Mama's itchy.
Mama's itchy.
Does he call you like Sugar Boo or whatever?
No, he doesn't.
Calls you by your name?
don't know.
Off air question, yes or no only.
What?
Your real name or the fake one?
Fake one.
Oh, that's nice.
Somebody else.
How about this for a parody song? I'm watching Dua Lipa. She's pretty.
I'm masturbating. I thought, boy, I saw that coming.
All right. Your children.
Okay, yes or no question.
I'm masturbating.
Yes or no question, Chick McGee. Did any of the previous Sugar Boos, if you will, refer to you by
all but one?
Your fake name or your real name?
All but one call me Chick. Yeah.
Okay. Ace? Did your I forget the status of your relationship, and I've been told not to bring it up. In the event that you are still,
the good news is we don't have to identify the body anymore.
Okay, yeah. In the event that she is still in the sphere of your love zone, does she refer to you as Ace, or does she go with one of the other?
The A word.
The A word. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The one syllable A word. Ace.
You mean?
Oh. I was going to say I've been called the A word many times in a relationship. You know, sure.
Get in here, you asshole. Yeah.
You know where DaBaby and he is currently what do you call it?
Decanceled is what I said
Decanceled.
earlier.
Yeah. You know where DaBaby's from, don't you?
No.
I have a guess.
No, don't do it, Josh.
He's from Florida.
Oh yeah.
Orlando or
no, DeLand.
He is not.
Why do they call it DeLand, Tom?
Near DC.
Why do they call him DaBaby?
why?
He came out of the mommy.
Come out of the sea.
No, the twatty.
The twatty. Way to bring it back around.
I get sweetie. You use that word, don't you?
He uses
sweetie for dogs.
all the time.
Not for your girl?
No.
Sweetie, no.
He treats his children and his dogs.
Sometimes I'll
like
refer to the little girls, my little girls,
Come
as
here, sweetie.
Yeah. Usually it's.
Hi, baby. How are you, sweetie?
Yeah.
But not your girlfriend.
Usually it's sweet girl. Come here, sweet girl. Come here, sweet girl.
And then he goes, come here.
To his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do that, Tom.
Yeah. Trust me. If I did that,
I've seen it.
You know that golf cart I told you about? I'd be driving that to work.
Sleeping in it.
It doesn't even have a roof.
Yeah.
How has that not happened yet? How has your life not gotten so complicated that you drove a golf cart here? Yeah, it's going to happen, right?
Oh, I'd be amazing. And then you saw a pillow and blanket in there.
Can you do that?
A dirty plate.
Can you do that, please?
Drive his
Tomorrow,
golf cart
Drive the golf cart in.
I could get it here. It wouldn't be legal.
Oh, no.
But it would take me 10 minutes.
When have you been concerned with the law?
That's right.
We are the law. It's
Tom, you've been on the air for what? Coming up to 40 years?
40 plus years.
You're above the law.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's
The way Steve Jobs would never get a driver's license or a license plate.
That's right.
He'd get pulled over. Oh, sorry, Mr. Jobs. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. He would not. He didn't believe
That
it.
iPhone you got?
Bother me. It pays for a lot of bills. Okay. Do you want to give me the teaser? Is that the end of sports as we know it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Yes, Lucky. This is what you farted for.
Whoa.
I like it. I like the baby's part better than her part. She doesn't sound like
Sports broadcasting.
her vocal hits my ear wrong.
This rap seems to me to be lazy and stupid.
I think her voice is perfect.
I love it.
That's not us.
No.
Chick's on to something, I think.
And DaBaby sounds like some guy they pulled off the street and said, hey, can you mumble this? Here's a rhyming dictionary.
No,
Let me tell you something.
It's not for you, and I'm tired of you talking about
Let
it.
me tell you,
Shut your mouth.
Beaker from the Muppet Show could sing that exactly like Dua Lipa.
No.
I'd watch that video.
Very good, Beaker.
Except he wouldn't be levitating. He'd be like percolating or something. He's percolating.
Oh, Beaker.
I'm percolating.
Hear it, Muppet Labs.
By the way, I have a dumb question.
Yeah.
Remember the old commercial where they've got ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum, Ba-da-ba-da-ba, and they showed a coffee percolator.
Yes.
Yeah. Percolator?
Is it percolator or percolator?
I always heard
Percolator. Percolator.
Do they still have those?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I don't ever remember seeing one.
Well, I can probably order you one right now.
I don't want one. I'm just asking.
Last thing at the top.
Yeah, you hear it with bongs a lot. A bong will come with like 3 or 4 percolators inside of it.
Really?
Yeah. There's tree perks. There's all kinds of perks. Yeah.
There are plenty of perks when it comes to bongs.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
And again, in sports, the wedding of Drummond, what is it?
Draymond Green?
Draymond Green.
Draymond had a
weed bar.
A marijuana bar with huge. No, those aren't spliffs, are they?
No, so those are blunts, I believe, and that is what a cigar or a cigarillo wrapping, the kind of brown thing you'll see on the outside of that with pot on the inside. A spliff is like a joint, but you sprinkle in a little cigarette or tobacco inside of it.
Now, how come it's cigarillo, not cigarillo?
I don't know why it's not cigarillo, Dad. I do not know.
When my baby smokes a joint, it's cigarillo.
Not cigarillo.
She says the correction in the song.
Wow, a lot of silliness in that break, huh?
I'll say.
Oh, man.
Hey, you know something?
What?
The world needs more silliness.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Want to read the real paper today?
Oh, God. No.
Okay, good.
What?
We do have one sort of sad thing in the news.
What?
Did you hear about that South Carolina alligator?
Yeah, another one. Another one bites the dust.
Oh, no.
The gator's okay.
Gator's
Oh,
okay.
okay, good.
She's 88. She didn't make it.
Why are these old people trying to kill the getting in?
I don't know,
Don't get near the water,
With
folks.
alligators.
The headline, Walker for sale.
88.
Well, it's funny because they
gator.
float because the tennis balls are on the bottom. When we come back, we'll explore this sad story. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hope you're having a great Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Mark Allison, and you can catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel. Did you know we have a YouTube channel? It's The Bob and Tom Show. Just go to YouTube and search The Bob and Tom Show. You heard me, YouTube. You can also stream the show live each morning as well. And for those of you watching and listening on YouTube, good morning. Thanks for listening and watching The Bob and Tom Show. For those of you listening to The Bob and Tom Show, continue listening right here on Bob and Tom 24/7, the man of a million voices. That's right, we've counted them all. Frank Caliendo coming up right here on a Tuesday on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News. New Mexico's Office of the Medical Investigator has determined that the fatal film set shooting of a cinematographer by actor and producer Alec Baldwin last year was an accident. The office issued its determination after completing an autopsy of Helena Hutchins and reviewing law enforcement reports. Some of those reports were made public Monday by the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office. Prosecutors have not said yet whether charges will be filed. Melissa Etheridge headed to Off-Broadway. She'll play 12 concerts starting October 13th at the New World Stages in New York. She plans to mix songs with stories about her life. Before that, she'll finish her national concert tour, and she's releasing a graphic novel called Heartstrings. And Carrie Underwood returns to sing the theme for NBC's Sunday Night Football this year. If you're a fan of Carrie's, be on the lookout. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Well, if you've ever wanted to name a planet, this is your chance. The International Astronomers Union is holding a contest that will allow members of the public to name 20 so-called exoplanets.
Planet McPlanet Face.
Can't be that tough if Uranus made it once. How about Griswold?
Huh.
Yeah! Oh, yeah, there you go.
You're going to get names like, Dick and Balls Galaxy. You're going to get the jackasses.
You're going to have
that.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
His name is Apollo Johnson, and he's America's #1 astronaut. But he's also a well-endowed ladies' man. Monumental Pictures proudly presents Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo, your rocket is so big. Ugh.
Adult film star Dick Mahogany in his first starring role since Shaft's Lethal Weapon is astronaut Apollo Johnson. And when he's not orbiting the Earth, he's going around the world. Apollo Johnson. He's not just an astronaut. He's a charter member of the 100,000 Mile High Club. And believe me, there's nothing weightless about Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo. Now I know why they call it the Johnson Space Center.
He's Apollo Johnson, and not even the shuttle can hold all of his cargo. Look at that load. Apollo 13 and a half from Monumental Pictures, rated PG-13. And a half.
Oh, boy.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
And the announcer for the Super Friends, dead on, too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
He'd be like, meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you on the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
Hey, Superman, you're going to free bowl of soup with that hat or what? Talk to the judge.
A thought from Paul Gilmartin.
Down the elevator shaft they plunged, hurtling towards their death, their faces drawn by Edvard Munch. They smelled the devil's breath. Your tongue, she said at number 3. Let me see its size. He grinned and licked his forehead. She buckled at the thighs. The impact satisfied them both. Police were left some clues. A smiling woman all alone in a stranger's pair of shoes.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're
on Q95.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the old performance room.
Hey there.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, chick.
The upside sidekick desk.
Sorry, my timing was off.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. Dear Tom.
Mayor of Twatsville.
Man.
He got that tattoo. I saw it.
How'd you have that ready?
This is an email. Ready? Tom often uses a phrase that I have never, ever heard anyone else use until last night.
All right.
While watching an episode of the always hilarious 2.5 Men.
Yes.
Charlie's mother, that was sarcasm. Charlie's mother was on the show, and she referred to one of Charlie's conquests as a round-heeled tart.
All right.
And Andy goes on to say, even on a Monday night at 7:30, I can't escape Tom's outdated terminology. Thanks a lot.
No, I mean, round-heeled is a tribute to the greatest generation. The phrase round-heeled, often used during World War II for those ladies who sacrificed for
Really?
for
Is
those
that it?
for those GIs.
They gave it up for the troops, if you will.
Is that right?
One at a time, typically. No, it's sure it's a dated phrase. I pride myself on knowing that. But yeah, that's great. That woman that portrayed his mother in that show was brilliant. Just
Funny.
Really good.
Very funny,
So
yeah.
funny. I know you don't care for the show. I always thought 2.5 Men was very funny. And it was.
Man.
And his brother, I love that guy.
Yeah, the sassy housekeeper.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, sure. Conchata Farrell.
Yeah, she's gone also.
Yeah.
Sadly. It's time now to pick up the pieces of this show.
Yeah.
Which was going very well, I thought. And we have Christy Lee over at the Bob and Tom News desk.
We left you with
Oh, so sorry, Christy.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Bob and Tom. It's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
How are you, sir?
You guys ever stop and think this might be the only show ever that has round-heeled tart and lyrics from the baby in the same debate?
Yeah, that's probably pretty unusual.
Virtual potpourri.
Give me a brain freeze. So yesterday, my friend Lazy Eddie said he'd take me out and frisbee golfing.
Uh-huh.
You guys know Lazy Eddie, right?
I know.
His dad invented corn nuts and fuzzy dice.
Really?
He's got a tongue like a frog, remember? I swear to God, he can beat a bug zapper. Anyways, he took me out to go frisbee golfing, but he kept explaining how I'm not supposed to call it that. Said it's called disc golf. And if you call it frisbee golf, you'll make a dick of yourself. And he gets all pissed and starts picking his nose with his tongue. So anyways, Tom, what it is, if you've never played, basically you take the boredom of tossing frisbees, combine it with the lame-ass game of golf, toss in some poison oak in a humid pickle park, and there's a recipe for a casserole called disc golf.
Uh-huh.
And you have to call it that. Sort of like Prince when he changed his name to that emoji for 3 years. Remember?
Of course.
But my point is, this sport was basically invented as a way for poor guys to get away from their wives, too. I swear to God. Like, why should rich guys be the only ones who get to neglect and ignore their families on the weekend?
Good point.
But what, they say you get what you pay for, because in disc golf, there's no clubhouse with beer, no carts. You got to hoof it like Lewis and Clark on Adderall. Just dumb. There's only two things fun about playing real golf: drinking beer and driving cars.
Sure.
You take them two things out of the equation, I'd rather just go play putt-putt.
Sure, it's quicker.
Yeah.
And the only good thing about putt-putt is for going on blind dates, bending over and dipping 3 fingers in a cup 18 times. It's like you're pre-gaming for Stinky Pinky. I swear to God.
Donald.
Oh, hang on a second.
My gosh.
Yeah, 2 griller dogs. I'll take 4 Mega Millions. Yeah, with multipliers. What, I look like a rookie? Let me have 7 of them, mate. No, the Lucky Dub Double. No, don't. Lucky Dub number 8.
Donnie.
Hey, Bob and Tom, I got to take care of business real quick.
Okay.
Normally this don't take long, but I'm paying with points today, and the dick in front of me took forever. Gas is $5 a gallon. He came into prepay. He got $5 on pump 4. Where are you going, pump 7? I said it behind his back right to his face.
Thank you. How you doing?
Hi, Donnie.
Very
Lucky
enlightening.
the doublers.
Don't you have a friend that plays the disc golf, Christy?
Yes. Like professionally.
Christy has a friend that does everything.
I do. I have a lot of
no,
friends.
but a serious professional.
You know him. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I do know him.
Come on, there's no serious
Yes.
golf.
He travels the world, this guy.
playing.
There's a member of our team that plays disc golf. He owns a set of discs. Because they're like golf clubs. They have different weights and stuff.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wait, so you get to use a different disc for each hit, I guess? What do you call it? Each throw, each toss?
Yeah, so like you would with, go from a wood to an iron in golf. You go from a certain weight.
No, is there one that's a putter that's like 5 feet in diameter?
Yes. We can get, I don't want to say who it is on our staff because I don't want to embarrass him, but we can get Oscar in here if you want.
Well, there's a course right by your house. Walking distance,
it is
right
walking,
across
yeah.
the street.
And you can't call it
ne'er-do-well hippies.
You can't call it frisbee golf. It's not.
Well, that's a brand name. It's like Kleenex.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, frisbee is a type of
flying disc.
Flying disc.
Good to know.
yeah.
Okay.
By Whammo.
We have Christy Lee at the news desk. We probably should get some news out. Oh, before we do.
Well, you know what happened? Oh.
Got a love letter here. Yeah. Earlier in the show, we were mentioning the fact that Woodstock, 1969, this would have been day 2. And in the great movie, Santana takes the stage. As I mentioned, how much that's just a great moment. And they do Soul Sacrifice, great drums, the whole thing. Carlos apparently had been given LSD by Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead, famously.
Take this, man.
And said his guitar looked like a snake. They weren't supposed to go up for 8 more hours and had to go up a little early, but he's still great. Got this. Hey, Tom, thanks for playing that drum solo. Brings me back to seeing Carlos Santana in Vegas 2 years ago. Best show on the Strip. He still plays like he's 25 years old. He opened the show with Soul Sacrifice.
No kidding. Wow.
I have friends that just saw him a couple of weeks ago, and I guess he was just amazing.
Yeah, and
he was right here in town, you
egg eater? Is that what you're going to call me?
Okay, I'm sorry. So anyway, back to you, Christy Lee. What do
we
you
were talking about frisbees, and we've had quite a rash of alligator deaths in the United States this year.
Oh, no. Frisbee?
What's the connection?
Well, one of the guys that died was looking for a frisbee in a lake when he was taken down in May.
Ooh.
But our latest one is an 88-year-old in South Carolina who lives in Sun City. She was doing
going to Sun City, gonna get a
gardening near
cater.
the pond Monday morning when she slipped into the water.
Oh, no.
She was unable to get out in time before the alligator struck.
How old?
88.
I just gotta check on my rhododendrons.
Yeah, sadly she.
Whoops! What is that? Silly me! I got a little.
The alligator, identified as a 9-foot 8-inch male,
mostly tailed, they're not that big,
was eventually captured from the pond, and he was, of course, killed as well.
What? He didn't deserve to be euthanized?
They did.
Get rid of him.
Apparently, Sun City Hilton had a sprawling community, over 16,000 active elder residents.
Well, now just under 16,000.
Yeah. 200 ponds and lagoons on the property.
They probably have gators in all of them.
Yeah,
but I bet
sure.
somebody's going to have a nice new pair of boots.
Well, yeah.
They're not going to make boots out of that old lady.
Oh, they're not?
Oh.
No, that would be silly. Or you
Boots
thought
were made for a walker.
You think she lost her boots when she got attacked? Is that?
Okay, so
that's awful.
It is sad.
You got to be careful. There's gators all over the place.
I know. But
Don't
she
get
was being careful.
Well,
She
you
slipped.
don't want to get in the pond.
And again, did you see the picture with the walker floating? Because the tennis balls. Oh, no. Okay. So who was the guy with the frisbee?
This was a 47-year-old man by the name of Sean Thomas McGinnis.
I mean, you're looking for a frisbee in Whammo.
He was
attacked
in-
by a gator.
He
Out of nowhere.
He was at the lake at John S. Taylor Park in Largo, Florida, when he was struck. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you.
Don't
It's pretty
frisbees
gruesome.
float?
What's that?
Don't frisbees float?
No,
Not necessarily.
It's weird. They go right to the bottom.
Sink like stones.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
However-
You ever skip a rock there, Einstein? Same thing.
Alligator attacks are very rare. In fact, according to the Florida's Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission or the Florida Tourism Bureau, they claim
do they?
an unfortunate individual has more chance of being attacked by a grizzly bear in Yellowstone than being attacked by a gator in Florida.
Well, you're not in Yellowstone.
Yeah, wait a second.
You always get these stories right after the shark attacks, very rare, as
Yeah.
they're hauling the carcass out of the water.
Oh, of course.
Okay, well, it's sad news. We have
Tourism, Florida, tourism.
we have another alligator update coming up.
Wake up.
We'll get to it shortly when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and
How are things going, Ron? You're out on tour. You got a lot of live shows happening.
Yeah, they keep showing up, and I can't believe it either.
We have. I notice you've got your guitar out.
I do.
Give that a strum. I want to see if. Oh, that's nice.
I'd like to sing you a song that could probably change your life, but I don't have one. So I'll just sing this. She don't have a boyfriend, and she don't really care. She's always real happy. She's got a grin from ear to ear. And she don't need no alcohol to find her happy spot. She found that a long time ago, and buddy, she goes there a lot. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, cause it's too much work, just a flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Go on, flick it, girl. Well, here she comes and there she goes, dancing around on her tippy toes. Have you ever seen a woman just smile like that after sitting at home and just rubbing that cat? It ain't over when she gets back home. She'll be flicking that thing until the cows come home. Bean flicking, flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, cause it's too much work, just a flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicky, 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 flick, flicky, 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 flicking the bean.
For tickets and information. Again, Frank Caliendo on a Tuesday, and you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with things you may have missed. Jeff Bonert had all but given up on seeing his poodle hound Mix again after she went missing in early June. 2 months later, he got a text from a neighbor. People exploring a nearby cave found a dog. Could it be Abby? Curious, Bonert went to the cave site not far from his rural Missouri home, expecting to confirm that it wasn't his dog, Abby. Then he saw the picture one of the rescuers took. He said, "That's my dog." Bonert and rescuers believe the nearly 14-year-old dog lived mostly off her own body fat while spending nearly 60 days inside the cave before her rescue August 6th. She's now regaining weight and wagging her tail again, and Abby is back home and out of the cave. A break in a 20-inch water main in the Boston area sent water rushing down a city street, formed a sinkhole that swallowed a vehicle and flooded some area basements. City officials say the burst pipe in the city's south end reported about 3:30 a.m. Monday. The Boston Water and Sewer Commission says the water main, about 150 years old, it was last updated in the 1970s. The flood also buckled the roadway, which was closed to traffic. The vehicle seen in television video tilting into the sinkhole was removed later in the morning. There were no injuries reported. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 20.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy. There are things you never say when a man is nude.
I didn't mean to laugh.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy.
Can you help me find it?
There are things you never say to a naked dude.
Does
that thing come with an air pump? I thought you said you had small pox.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
But your feet are so big.
Aw, that's cute.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Oh, it's like a little light switch.
For a second there, I thought you had a third nipple.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want to say to a naked guy.
Wow, your boobs are bigger than mine.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Hey, Chickster.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
I'm here to introduce Chick and Josh for a very special birthday request.
Is that right?
Yes. Happy 25th, CJ. CJ would like to hear a scene from Silence of the Lambs. Go ahead, fellas.
Yes. A happy birthday for CJ.
Happy birthday, CJ.
Do you remember your first birthday, Clarice?
I do, Dr. Lecter. The lambs were crying, screaming almost.
And you thought if you ate a piece of cake, you could save them.
I did. I tried to get out to the barn and let them go free, but they didn't.
What is that dripping off your head, Clarice? You walked by multiple MiGs shell again, did you?
It's semen.
I apologize for the rudeness.
Too literal of an interpretation.
Too much?
Of Silence
I
of the
don't
Lambs.
understand why you haven't wiped it off yet.
All right, could we get back to these, Joe? I'm so
Happy
sorry.
birthday, CJ.
When we left you, you asked for it, CJ.
To you.
Happy birthday to you.
Here we go.
CJ.
Robert writes, there are indeed more alligator bites than shark bites annually.
Oh, okay.
We had an alligator fatality again in South Carolina.
Yep. And in Florida, alligator hunting season starts this week.
Really?
Yep. And this year, there are new rules that expand alligator hunting to 24 hours a day instead of just the previous 17 hours a day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you got to give the gator some time to rest, I guess.
Hey, wait, there's no last call? Hey, it's 2 a.m.
Additionally, hunters will now be allowed to use pneumatic air bows attached to a restraining line to hunt the reptiles.
Oh, those sound cool.
Yeah.
Is that what the guy used in, what's that movie where the guy goes around killing?
No.
Oh, no, that's the cow thing.
Remember that guy carries
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, No Country for Old
Anton
Men.
Sugar.
carries on like a muffler and puts it up to people's heads and blows their brains.
It was a cow.
Wow, I'm glad I didn't see that.
See, if we say, that's what they call it, the muffler. He'll go down the line somewhere and tell them, did you see that movie where the guy took the muffler and everybody
That's
will know
No
he's
Country
out of
for
his
Old Men,
mind?
that's the one.
Yeah. Boy, that was
So they're shooting the gators with what now?
Pneumatic air bows. Florida estimated to have 1.3 million gators. Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission says the pneumatic air bows are easier to use for people with mobility challenges and young people.
Well, the mobility challenge people, it's interesting. I don't know if you saw that, but it's very tough for the gators to swallow those wheelchairs.
Oh, my gosh.
So they
eat around them.
Boy,
I think.
Hey, Phil, is this guy crunchy to you?
Gator hunters are already able to use bows, crossbows, harpoons, spears, and pneumatic air guns, firing an arrow, but now they've added the pneumatic air bow this year. So there you go.
Gator hunting.
Yeah.
If you're out there hunting gators and you see one of those snakes, you're allowed to take it?
Oh, the pythons?
Is the python thing still going on?
Yeah, I mean, you can still kill it, yes. Or capture it and turn it in.
I think pythons...
They're always out there.
Now, you guys want to do the snake hunt.
Very much so, yeah. I really do. I don't know if Chick is sincere or not.
I am.
Now, the gator thing...
There's no way.
If you were doing the gator thing...
Yeah.
Just before you fire, do you say, see you later?
Every time.
Every time.
Yep, that's right.
See you later.
Unless it's a crocodile.
Well, you know what's scary is
after what?
You shoot it, you see the alligator, you go, see you later, and you shoot it, but then you hear a whisper behind you, after a while, and you turn around and there's a crocodile there, ready to attack you.
You know, that's what they do in that show. They hunt alligators, and they get them on a noose, and they bring them up to the boat, and then some guy shoots them right in the head.
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah.
The gator never
I'm sure
had a
you
shot.
don't watch that show, do you?
I've seen the clips of that.
Yeah.
Swamp
Absolutely.
people? Or?
That's scary. You got to be careful you don't
Well,
shoot,
let
a hole,
the gator-
shoot a hole in the boat or shoot your buddy.
Yeah, they keep them in the water, thankfully, but yeah, you do have to be careful, of course.
Give the gator a chance.
Do you eat them?
Yeah.
Of course.
You can make some pretty cool boots and belt buckles. And
Sure.
belts, I should say.
Yeah.
Christy and I have eaten alligator.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
delicious.
You have to buy a certain amount of tags. You're only allowed to kill so many, and so, yeah, you have to...
How come?
Probably, they need to keep some.
Well, they've got more than 1 million. I think that's enough.
Well...
I guess if it's, this is like Florida man versus Florida gator. Let's a man win occasionally.
This reminds me of another point in history where that sounds like we got enough of those.
Well, don't.
Let's get rid of them.
What do you carry a harpoon in, by the way? And is a harpoon like a hand? Do they have like an apparatus that shoots them, or do you heave them?
Harpoon?
In this case, they're pneumatic, so you fire it like a...
shoot it, like they do underwater.
You don't Moby Dick it? And,
no. I mean, I get you could. But
hey, Ishmael, watch this.
You mean like a javelin?
Yeah, cool.
I don't know if it would pierce the eye.
Did you keep them in like a golf bag?
A very large holster down your side.
A harpoon hauler.
Make it out of alligator
You have
skin.
to walk like a toy soldier because it's right.
Oh, is that why toy soldiers walk like that?
That's right.
Ah, I had no idea.
Those big things.
So the alligator hunt is on, and we did have the story about the poor woman, 88 years old,
In South Carolina.
killed by a gator this last week.
That is grisly, huh?
It was yesterday, wasn't it?
And then we had this. It was in South Carolina. We had the South Carolina gator that they opened up, and he had. Remember, he had spark plugs in his belly, and
Sure did.
dog
License plate.
tags with the names of dogs that he'd apparently.
Dogs he's known.
Yeah. Pat, do you have an alligator's tribute?
I do indeed.
Oh, is this that Charday thing?
It is, yes.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Smooth alligator.
Gator alive.
Gator alive.
It's mating time. They're crossing the road to get to the gators on the other side. Oh, speeding cars.
Beep, beep.
On busy streets won't stop these gators from being maters when they're in heat. From the Sanibel swamps to the Everglades, more gators than ever being made. It's hunting time, they're gonna shoot alligators. Shoot alligators. Air gun operators are gonna shoot alligators. Orlando to Tampa to land to the sea. Gator males. From Jacksonville all the way to Key West, all they want is tail. Let's leave the trailer and shoot alligators. Shoot alligators. Oh, too many alligators. Shoot alligators.
I shoot them good.
Yeah, that's nice. Thank you, Pat.
Very nice, Pat.
The alligator season is on. Here's the one about the gator that ate all the dogs.
Ate all the dogs. Oh.
I mean, that's pretty much the story, right?
I mean,
Yeah, that's,
if Fido's missing. This was,
That's it.
according to WCSC.
TV station.
That's really.
Yeah, that's it.
You want to try it, Josh?
Yeah.
According to WCSC.
Snooze for use.
It's not. It's just the one S.
Oh.
So chick doesn't do
sometimes
it.
C's sound like S's.
What?
Like in celery?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. According to W.
Oh, stop it.
Ned McNeely took the gator in Ravenel for processing after killing a 440-pound gator on his property. Inside the alligator, they found 5 dog tags, a bullet jacket, a spark plug, and loads of turtle shells, and several bobcat claws. Man. They had some dog tags. They tracked one of them down. They found that the animal had eaten the dog 25 years ago. The guy had been hunting with his dog, and it had been missing. So that's kind of the Florida time capsule. And someone explained to us the spark plugs, Christy, were used for fishing.
Can't pass.
Yeah, fishing weight.
Tags, huh?
So, yikes. Well, that's our gator hunk.
Well, that's why they're out there shooting alligators. You gotta shoot alligators.
Yeah. And I just got this. You're supposed to carry a harpoon in a quiver known as a tang.
What?
Is that right? So it would be a...
No, you are.
Go ahead, go for it.
What would it be known as?
Harpoon tang.
Oh, harpoon tang.
Oh.
I believed you. I was like, I learned a new word.
He had me out I was laying in the boat on the floor.
I'm so excited because we're going to come back and talk with Frank Caliendo.
Or will we talk with George W. Bush? Or will we talk with
the man of many voices?
Who knows?
Someone from the NFL, perhaps?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you'll force him to do John Madden. He's been trying to retire it for decades, but what are you going to do?
It won't be John Gruden, I can tell you that.
That was a shame. I forgot he got Von metered on that one. Thank you, Pat. Right now, I want to remind you that our friends at Napa are on a mission. Napa Auto Parts. They'll keep you in motion. That truck's got to keep moving. That car's got to keep moving. For almost a century, Napa has been known for having the quality parts that you need and the expert knowledge that drivers need. Today, Napa Auto Parts helps drivers like you hit the road with great confidence. America's largest network of parts and auto care. Nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care Centers, meaning that you are never far from the quality products and trusted service that you ride and you deserve. So keep that truck moving, keep that car moving. Visit our friends at Napa. Those folks behind the counter have what I call Napa know-how. They know what they're doing and they can help you out. Visit NapaOnline.com to find a Napa location near you today. When we come back, it is Frank Caliendo. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
He's about to hit the road, ladies and gentlemen, and he's about to be right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. That would be Frank Caliendo. Check him out at frankcaliendo.com. Again, coming up Sunday, August 21st. Frank will be at the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio. Tuesday, the 23rd of August, the Improv in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Then Wednesday and Thursday, the 24th and 25th of August, Acme in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Then Frank heads to upstate New York, Waterloo, New York, Del Lago Casino on Friday, September 23rd, and Saturday, September 24th. You'll be able to catch Frank Caliendo at Rivers Casino Event Center in Schenectady, New York. And Frank Caliendo with us right here today, next on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. President Joe Biden is preparing to sign Democrats' landmark climate change and health care bill. It's the final piece of the president's pared-down domestic agenda as he aims to boost his party's standing with voters ahead of the midterms. The legislation includes the biggest federal investment ever to fight climate change, some $375 billion over a decade. Also caps prescription drug costs at $2,000 out of pocket annually for Medicare recipients and helps an estimated 13 million Americans pay for health care insurance. The FAA is reducing flights in and around New York City due to lack of staffing. That means flights could be delayed by up to 2 hours at John F. Kennedy International, LaGuardia, and Newark. They're asking you to check with your airline for information about particular flights if you're going to New York. And Kraft Heinz is recalling thousands of pouches of Capri Sun after some cleaning solution accidentally mixed with the juice on a production line. According to the company, they're recalling about 5,760 cases of Capri Sun wild cherry flavored juice blend. The best when used date on the package, June 25th, 2023. Check it. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office.
Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Can you tell us about Hawaii?
I get very confused over there. I'm always trying to read signs, because all they have are vowels. You read signs, and some signs, they have an arrow that says E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, come on, where's that going to go? And
Obviously, to a pineapple farm.
Yeah, what is that? And, I'm always trying to, I'm trying to impress. I was with this girl, and I'm trying to impress her about how much I know about Hawaii. This is my second time there, and I'm like, I go, oh, now look here. This is the Ni-I-I-I-Pu-U-Lo-O-O-K-A-U-T. And she said, that's lookout, you idiot. I'm like, I guess I'm a little used to read these signs around here.
I see.
Fascinating. They have two airports on the island of Maui, and one is called like Hili Wili Puli, and then they call the other one Wili Wili Pali, and then I go to the wrong one, and I'm the idiot. It's supposed to be Hili Wili Puli, not Wili Wili Pali. They're going to be an hour and a half apart. They shouldn't sound exactly the same. Not Hili Wili Puli, Wili Wili Pali. I have a theory, and I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry, is what happened. They just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big, beautiful bird? Well, yeah, that's good. That's the
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Jim McHugh is our guest, recently married. We've established virtually nothing else about you. You're tall. I'm
tall.
I know you were very successful in the recent Boston comedy competition. Are you from Boston? Is that?
I'm a transplant. I'm from Connecticut, and
Because
so
you don't
I'm
have
not really.
You don't have a discernible.
Yeah,
Boston
I don't talk like
accent.
a retard. You know what I mean? I talk wicked smart. I'm wicked smart.
Well,
hey, you don't sound like you're from around here.
Nice way to embrace the community.
You guys don't sound really smart around here.
Yeah.
It's really sexy with the women too. Which one of you retards is gonna buy me a beer?
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
Now, Lowell, are you a
I'm
single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Man, no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney. And
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Knock on wood.
Okay, there's Willie Griswold. I find it best not to ask.
I don't get
I'm
it.
Chick
None of
McGee,
us know.
And here's Tom.
Knock on wood. Is it?
Probably from 3 weeks ago.
Okay. It's like a random.
If that current.
About a year.
A year.
That's insane.
Yeah, he's insane. He's out of his
I
mind.
have no idea. Okay, let's try to get back on Earth. Jesus. There we go. Look at that handsome man. There's Frank Caliendo in his pajamas. Hi, Frank.
Yeah, it's an Amazon shirt. It's for like $3. I'm saving money.
All right. Hi, Frank.
Nice
For like
t-shirt.
12. Hey, by the way, Josh, thanks for defending me a little bit before I came on. Just the way you said how Tom is going to ask me for about 6,000 different voices. How does George W. Bush feel? I feel great, man. I feel awesome-ified.
Glad to hear it, sir.
I just love that.
I know you do, but Josh cushions me. It's so funny because I will do things and people will be like, why don't you like Josh Arnold? I love Josh Arnold. He's just the one I'm the least afraid of in the studio, so I pick on him the most. It just gives me a chance because he'll laugh at it, and then he'll sneak in little things, like killer jabs at you that you don't even realize he got you with until after the show. You're like, oh my God, Josh, that was a great joke. You'll be like, I know.
Hey, he's working on a Josh Arnold.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, he's working on the Josh Arnold. That's very good.
Very flattered.
Oh, that's very flattered. Yeah, I was watching. Do you guys watch Better Call Saul? And I won't give away any spoilers. My favorite show, and I do not have the Bob Odenkirk, but a friend and I have been working on to try to figure out how to get it. And he's almost got a little bit of Clinton. It's a very strained voice. I don't know if anybody there does one, but it's a very strained voice, kind of like Clinton. But I figured out where it comes from. It's the laugh. And Bob Odenkirk directed me in something once, and that laugh, that it's not Seth Rogen's deeper. It's that, but it comes from the laugh, and it's in there, and that and he really laughs like that.
Yeah.
And the sketch they directed me in was with Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller was playing a Dead Poet Society type of teacher. And he was teaching the kids, instead of the Diary of Anne Frank, he was teaching them the Diary of Frank Caliendo. I mean, it was a joke. It was really making fun of me, but I was like, this is great. This is hilarious. And then the end of the show, it was a show called Birthday Boys on Independent Film Channel. And at the end of the show, it's him, Ben Stiller, just telling me stuff like, okay, now you're Adam Sandler at a grandma's funeral. I'm sorry, I don't want to see you go, Grandma. I wish you were still here. So that's just my topicality with, that's how I tied into Bob Odenkirk. But eventually I'll get that Bob Odenkirk. It'll be completely useless because it won't have a take. It'll just be a somewhat similar voice.
I just read his book. It's good. He's got an really interesting story. He's a guy that really didn't ever want to be an actor. He was an improv guy and mostly a writer. He was a writer at SNL. He wrote the famous Van by the River.
Yeah, the Matt Foley sketch.
That was a Second City thing, right? And Farley, that you might think you know what you're doing. That whole thing, that just coming in and barreling in, that unbelievable.
But Odenkirk is great on Better Call Saul. And of course, Breaking Bad. We're talking with Frank Caliendo. Frank, by the way, is going to be doing some very important gigs coming up. In fact, Sunday, August 21st, he's going to be at the famous Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio.
All right.
And then Tuesday, the 23rd, in Milwaukee. And then Wednesday, the 24th and 25th, the famous Acme Club in Minneapolis, Minnesota. In September, you've got the Del Lago Casino in Waterloo, New York. And then the Rivers Casino events in Schenectady, Saturday, September 24th. So wherever you are, you can go check out some Frank Caliendo. Frank, are you getting ready for the NFL season?
Of course, yeah. Again, these are impressions that are kind of in the works. Everybody keeps telling me to do Dan Campbell. And the coach of the Detroit Lions. And every time I try and do it, it starts to turn into like a Super Dave Osborne kind of character. So I'm calling him Super Dan. Just this crazy, we might be down. We're going to be. It starts to go into that. Living in a van down by the river. It starts going back down there. So, but yeah, a little bit, I'm just tired of a lot of the impressions I do keep getting canceled. So I'm thinking about writing some letters because I'm from 1957 or so, and to people and be like, hey, could you be careful so I can keep this career going? It's amazing. I don't even know what to do. That's the thing about impressions that makes it really difficult is, people die, people stop being president, and this canceling thing, it's amazing how many
And you never know. Like, somebody could be in the news for a cycle for 2 days. I remember Morgan Freeman being in the news for a couple days. I'm like, oh, no, this is going to be a problem. Frank had to climb through 500 miles of the filthiest slop I can't even imagine. Or maybe I just don't want to. You know, trying to figure out another voice he could do that could narrate his act. You know, what am I going to do? So, yes, getting ready for the NFL a little bit. I saw Stephen A. Smith came back. Some of my vocabulary is ready to go. I'm horrifically unidentified and understanding that I just made up 2 different words.
I love that guy. He's such a cartoon.
You know what? I think that's what happens when you start getting paid so much and something works for you. Because if you remember his first stint at ESPN, he actually was fired. He had a show called Quite Frankly, and they had him leave, or it was a contract thing, but he wasn't very big at all. Then he came back on First Take when it was Skip Bayless, and that became huge. And it's amazing to see. You just find the right thing, and all of a sudden it takes off. So they sent Stephen A. Smith a couple years ago. They started having him cover. They paid him that $8-10 million a year, whatever it was. Then they started using him on everything. Like, he was hosting the NBA Finals. And I think they realized quickly that he's just going to yell the whole time, and they dialed him back because he was like, "Here we are at the NBA Finals, Game 1, and I'm personified." And people were like, "Well, can he do that the whole time?" By the third game, he's like, "We're here at the NBA Finals. I'm ready to go. This is spectacular. I'm ready to."
Yeah. The thing about a guy like that is he has to have a rock solid opinion about the most meaningless stuff.
And I could go off on rocks. Without rocks, what are you going to weigh down your papers with? There's no way to go. It doesn't cost you any money. You could go to the store. You could dive deep into your pockets, understanding that your bank account is going to be drained. But what do? You go out to the garden and find a couple snails underneath, and then you also have a little escargot.
Stephen A. Smith. That's Frank Caliendo, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we do live in a culture where there's not a lot of commonality. I mean, what's the biggest network TV show? They're all football games. Then what have you got? NCIS? There's no
Ninja Warrior. What about that, Tom? You like Ninja Warrior?
I watch it occasionally. It's but
to speak to that a little bit. This is a slight tangent. I was reading something about a song that didn't make it to the top 10 or even like to the top 50. I'm trying to think. It was the Lizzo song, and I you know me, I know no music,
right?
And except for Michael Bublé, who I became friends with on TikTok, and I can tell you about that. That's insane. That's the only good thing that's ever happened to me on TikTok. Michael Bublé invited me out to a concert, and then brought me up, and he talked to my daughter during the show.
Oh man, that's so
Juliet.
cool.
Oh, it was unbelievable. And then he had me do some impressions for the audience. And all the husbands that were there with their wives that didn't really understand how great he was were like, "This is the best show ever. Caliendo's here." So, you should be nicer to Josh Arnold.
Hope he does John Madden even though.
I was going off on a story before, but I got to go to that now. So, with the John Madden, I hadn't been on stage for a while. I did a corporate event, and they always want the greatest hits and stuff like that, of course. And I'll do John Madden all live shows just because people want to see it. Maybe not a lot of it, but some. I'd forgotten he had died. And you have to cushion that a little bit, right? Like, you have to talk about it. And I was like, so John Madden, he makes, oh boy, here's a guy who forgot he just died. Boom. That was so I just made fun of myself for a little bit, but it was one of those types of things like, man, you got to pay attention. It's just unbelievable how little I do pay attention.
Yeah, hey, Frank, you might want to drop the Vin Scully.
A long fly ball deep into center field.
Sorry. Well, that's good, though.
Yes. It's not bad.
Kind of enjoy it.
I do a few. The older ones are the ones that always the older ones are the ones that always work the best because people have heard them for so long. And the one that Tom calls out for, could you do a little Ted tonight? Spalding, I went you on the golf course in 5 minutes.
See, Frank, that just makes me feel so happy.
Yeah, there are little bits of that stuff. That there is something. The nostalgia of an impression is something that's a lot of fun. When again, the new ones, and a lot of my audience likes the older ones. So if I go out there and I'm doing like I'm full, the God of Thunder, people are like, okay, can you get back and do some more Mel Kiper Jr. talk about tremendous guy out there in a different realm? I like Thor. He's got the hammer. He's got the cape. The last movie, I didn't quite get what was going on. Korg came out. I'm all for everything kind of thing, but all these different things, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Phase 4, look at what's going on here. We're going to figure out who's going to be the next Thanos, and it looks like it's going to be King the Conqueror.
Mel Kiper is doing the Marvel Universe.
That's kind of interesting, isn't it? That could be a new, that could be my new thing to tie generations together. I've got Captain America passing the shield to a tremendous friend, and you look at Sam Wilson. He's a Air Force veteran, I think it was, and doing a tremendous job. Doesn't have any superpowers, but now he has a shield that he can throw at people. I'm not really sure if that's going to be able to compete against a guy from a different planet or an interdimensional traveler. But we'll see what happens. You team up, you get Avengers 7 or whatever number they're at. At the end of the day, you're going to need Iron Man back.
That's great. Frank Caliendo is our guest. Frank's back on the road. He'll be at the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio, Sunday, August 21st, just down the road. He'll be Tuesday, August 23rd at the Improv in Milwaukee. Then it's Acme, Minneapolis, Del Lago Casino in Waterloo, September 23rd and the 24th. It's the Rivers Casino Event Center in Schenectady, New York, with Frank Caliendo live. Do you do any ladies?
No.
We know you do Miss Piggy. But,
Don't you do it? Is that because you do one?
No. I just remember you telling us about it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I guess I could do that, a little bit of that for you.
Have you ever tried to do any famous women, or just
Yeah, I mean, it never seems to work. It doesn't. I don't think I have the register for it. It's. I mean, I pull off the visuals really well, but it's. They used to put me in a wig and make me Rosie O'Donnell all the time on Mad TV and stuff. So I don't. No, I've never been able to really do it. A friend of mine, Terry Fader, does amazing female singing impressions. I've always envied that, but I've never been able to really do it.
Do you sing?
I can a little bit. It takes me a little bit of time to get into it. But once you put the music on, I really start to struggle to stay with the music. So I'm really good Acapulco.
Now, I learned something the other day, Frank, that may interest you slightly. And that is, I know that you are an avid table tennis player.
Yeah.
Which is often referred to as ping pong.
Yes.
Mr. Chick McGee enlightened me as to the word ping pong and the fact that it's involved.
Gnip Gnop, that game when I was a kid.
Do you remember Gnip Gnop, Frank?
Gnip Gnop was...
As soon as I saw the picture, I remember.
Because I didn't remember
ping pong backwards, right? I thought.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what ping pong is? It's a trademark. It's like Kleenex or Q-tip. It's owned by somebody. That's why people call the game table tennis, because it's actually yeah.
Are you kind of a table tennis snob?
I'm a huge table tennis snob, Tom.
And what celebrities are at your level of table tennis, may I ask?
Judah Friedlander.
Judah,
He's
okay.
really good. Other than him, nobody.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people think they're really good. It's one of those things where somebody thinks they can play the game, and then you bring your paddle with you, and they're like, whoa. What are you bringing a paddle with? I'm like, do you bring golf clubs with you to the golf course? Yeah, but that's golf. I know, this is table tennis.
Now, just for dramatic flair, does your table tennis paddle screw on the handle like a pool cue?
Yeah, like the Hustler. Josh, that's the movie, not the magazine.
Oh, thank you. I was wondering what you were.
I had to get one in there.
Like the paddles I see in Hustler aren't really appropriate for
They're
ping
right
pong.
about me. The people out in the world are right about me.
Well, you got an applause from Griswold.
I love that. That was so nice.
Yes, because Josh likes porn.
Ad-libbed.
Hey.
What was the question? I don't know.
I was asking if there are any movie stars, or I know that Paul Newman was he loved playing table tennis, and he would challenge his neighbors and his friends when they would come over to his house. I was just wondering if there are any famous actors that are really good at table tennis.
Well, I'm ready to play him anytime he's ready. Remember, I don't watch the news.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the great Paul Newman.
We could do a whole Sting thing if we could bring him back. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. When I was in L.A., people would want to play some, but it's hard to find a table. Dan Povenmire, who's the creator of Phineas and Ferb and now Hamster and Gretel on Disney Channel, he plays, and he's a great street player, as he's been called, and that's the only thing he's ever been called street for. But he's quite good. But it's one of those things where if you learn the mechanics of the game and you have balance and can play, people that don't know what they're doing don't really know what to do. And if you have the right kind of the rubber on the paddle actually costs $75 each side. You can get it down to like $10 or $20 or whatever, different kinds. But a really good paddle like a pro uses is probably a $250 paddle. Wow. They get them all for free, and they only use rubber for a day. You sound bitter. Hugely bitter. I wish I'd have started earlier. It's the one sport that height doesn't matter at all. Like it's 5'7", it'd be perfect. That's another thing, by the way. Everybody that keeps, and some people are, some big Bob and Tom fans that have gotten to me recently. There's a player on the Kansas City Chiefs named Mike Caliendo, who's from Wisconsin. No relation. I just talked to him the other day, and people were like, "Are you related to him?" Like, well, first of all, he's 6'4". No. 6'4", 275, and undrafted. 2 of the 3, maybe. But where's it going? I don't know. You're going to have to get me back on track.
Okay. We're talking with Frank Caliendo. Frank is on the road. He will be visiting Columbus, Ohio at the Funny Bone Sunday, August 21st. Then it's the Improv in Milwaukee. Then Acme in Minneapolis. And then a couple of casinos coming up in September. Frank, it's always a great pleasure speaking to you. I'm glad you and the family are doing well.
Are you a pickleball player?
Thanks. That's you and my dad. That's all I care. Frank, gotta play some pickleball. I got 2 new knees. Gotta play pickleball. I want to play pickleball. 2 new knees. Well, Dad, well, here's my 40-yard dash. I'll wait. My dad actually ran a 40-yard dash for me. It took him 40 minutes. But he ran it. And
he's got new knees.
2 new knees. And his softball stats come out every time I see him. He's like, went 2 for 3. I'm like, all right. He's like, I moved up two spots in the lineup, Dad, Frank. Moved up 2 spots in the lineup. I'm like, you're hitting well? No, 2 guys died. That's not even a joke. The 75 and over. He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, that explains why you're all sponsored by funeral homes. Okay.
Frank Caliendo. Hey, Frank, can we talk again soon? It's been too long.
Absolutely.
Always
Thanks,
love
guys.
talking to you. You're the best.
Yeah.
See you, Frank.
Have a great day.
See you, Frank. You're the best, guys, especially Josh.
Wait.
You got to see Frank live. He nails he can do the George Bush with just his face.
Oh, yes. Yeah, in a split second, you know who it is.
It's unbelievable. It's so funny. Let's see. Oh.
What?
If you were listening to that in Raycons,
my goodness,
you would have thought that we had George W. Bush at the phone.
How funny would that have been? Raycons everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles now to match whatever you're listening to. They feature noise isolation, awareness mode. You can choose to be immersed or maybe tune into your surroundings if you have to. And you can listen while you travel. Maybe during a grueling workout, the optimized gel tips fit every ear ever made, and they're comfortable enough for an all-day wear, and they will not budge. In Raycon, you get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. You get all this for half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 49,000 5-star reviews. And right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Buyraycon.com/Tom. /Tom, 15% off your Raycons.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee, what's coming up in the news?
Oh, we have some interesting ice cream coming up. We have NASA news, and we have a lot of animal stories. We have squirrels and pandas and emus and dogs and
a hippo with a new name.
Oh, okay.
A baby hippo.
Little baby hippo. He's 100 pounds today. He's so
a
cute.
hippolito. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra. These guys are all wound up and ready to rock, I think. So, Steve?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, looks like we got dumped.
Uh-oh.
Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
Well, our girls have left us, so I'd like to say just one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me.
Oh, blow me a kiss. Come on and blow, 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 blow me.
A kiss like you mean it.
Blow me.
A kiss right now.
I really can't remember anything as hard as this. So blow me.
Blow me a kiss. Wow.
Some things in life are hard to swallow.
She couldn't take it all, Dean.
She couldn't handle everything.
Who could? But if she comes back tomorrow, I'll be shooting my wad on flowers and a ring, honey. Blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go.
And always think about me as you're going down
your list.
And blow me.
Blow me a kiss. I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her legs so tall.
Yeah, I'll miss her legs so tall.
I'll miss her neck and her shoulders.
Yes, sir. But I'll miss her head most of all. Rock out, fellas.
Swinging them, Pally.
Baby, blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go. And if you wanna come home, honey, that's okay.
Just grab a hold of this.
And baby, blow me. Baby, won't you blow me? Blow me a kiss. I've been
Melvin.
Oh, Pally.
I'll miss your arms and your elbows.
Woo! Fantastic.
The Bob
Dean
and Tom
Jerry.
Band and Orchestra.
Amazing.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Jerry.
A statement from his family says he passed away on Monday, did not give a cause of death. He was a cigar-smoking Hall of Fame coach who led Princeton to 11 appearances in the NCAA tournament. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You ever get that meat off the deli tray at the strip club?
Oh.
Gosh, you know, the meat that's got that greenish pink sheen to it.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of looks like an earlobe's been peeled off the floor.
Ah.
Don't eat that meat. I mean, unless you feel like losing your mud halfway through November rain. Swear to God. I don't remember, don't put your lips on anything green at a strip club, or you're going to get gonorrhea, dysentery, or diarrhea.
Good to know.
Probably good advice.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's baloney in our
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
It's Dan Greeter. Dan,
Good morning.
Dan, how are you?
Good.
Dan, first off,
Yes.
you're from Cleveland, but you went to school
At
in
Ohio State.
How'd that go?
Columbus. I loved it there. I'm a big football fan. I love college football. You know, we should have a college football team. I was in Boston a couple months ago. I was turning around, I went down to Cambridge. You know, I was walking the Harvard campus there, you know, pretending. And, and it dawned on me, Harvard, they didn't put anybody good in football, do they, Harvard, huh? Ivy League, bunch of wimps. That Big Ten, you know, Pac-10's big business. You got the football program. You know, people may take a class or two.
Right.
You know, as a Harvard, you get the school football game might break out on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play be something like, and Harvard's quarterback is dropped behind the line again for loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. And he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a sixth-year redshirt freshman, majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. Yeah. He drives a Lexus.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Feature coming up on this show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Astride the upside sidekick chair.
Indeed.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you
Tommy.
very much, Captain.
Yep.
Chick McGee, of course, Captain. Actually, General Manager.
Aide de camp.
General Manager of the Chick McGee Guardians of the Commanders.
Very cool.
Fantasy football team. Mm-hmm. So I wrote it down, so I've got it right there for the
There you go.
All right.
Never forget it.
In second place was how great thou art, monk.
Nope.
And in
was
third
not
place,
second place.
hey we're the art monks.
Nope. Neither one of those.
In honor of the great art monk.
In the running.
Okay.
It was your favorite.
So it's Guardian. Well, it's because I wrote it down.
You know what? That means they're your favorites if there is.
I'm the commissioner.
I beg to differ.
I'm the commissioner. You're the general manager.
Why
of
don't you have your own fantasy
Guardians of the Commanders?
Yeah, why don't you jump in?
Yeah.
Big mouth.
Okay, I'll need a little help. I'll get some.
Are we going to do an on-air draft?
No.
That'd be exciting.
Boy, that'd be something, wouldn't it?
Let's see now. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, we were talking with Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom news desk. I just wanted to ask you, Ace, how do you watch this show again?
Go to YouTube. We're on live, and if you missed that, you're at work or something, catch Bob and Tom tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern.
So you could watch that great Frank Caliendo segment we just did.
Sure.
And I should say Frank just did. It's excellent. I'm sorry, Christy. Back to you.
Hey, remember the medal I was wearing yesterday? You said I won second place, Chick?
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Silver, yeah.
I lost it. So if anybody finds it, could you let me know? Because I'm really sad about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Where'd you lose it?
Yeah, that might have cost. That must have cost tens of dollars.
What bar?
It costs
were you at?
a lot more than you think.
Oh,
I was not at a bar. It was at lunch. So
They served alcohol.
Did you fall down?
no, I didn't fall down. I thought maybe the seatbelt kind of caught it. Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Were you overserved?
Speaking of being overserved.
It's possible to lose things in the light of day.
St. Anthony couldn't even find it, though. I'm really worried.
St. Anthony.
You don't pray to St. Anthony when you lose things?
I said an incantation, and it just appeared. Thank you, St. Anthony.
Incantation.
Oh, God. Could we get away from
Miller High
Hellboy?
Life.
Hellboy.
Miller High Life is teaming up with the ice cream company Tipsy Scoop to release a dive bar flavored ice cream bar.
This never works.
No, it will.
For
Tipsy
starters,
Scoop.
if it has any alcohol in it, it's going to be hard to freeze it, right?
Specializes in alcohol-infused ice cream, Chick.
That's right.
And they said the frozen treat tastes like all the best parts of the dive bar and brings them to your taste buds.
Really? What would those be?
Yeah. What, somebody put a cigarette out in it?
It includes a peanut swirl to incorporate the quintessential dive bar
Get to the
snack.
booze, bitch.
Caramel swirl as a nod to the distinct sticky dive bar floor feeling.
Gross.
A hint of tobacco smoke flavor.
It does?
Unforgettable
Yeah.
dive bar scent. You can order a 6-pack for $36.
So $6 a bar.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
But it's dive bar ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Does it give an alcohol?
It does not give an alcohol. I don't know what the...
Or a rubber while you eat it. That's all I'm saying.
Man, is there anything funnier than the word rubber?
It's real good.
Man.
Wouldn't it be funny if they came back?
That'd make it even funnier.
Don't forget your rubber.
It tastes like STDs and bad decisions. Okay. Yikes.
Don't you love a good dive bar?
Yeah.
Come on.
Love a High Life.
I loved dive bars until it became popular to love dive bars.
Exactly.
I hate all dive bars except mine. There you go.
Kraft Heinz is recalling thousands of Capri Sun pouches.
Why?
Crines.
Some were contaminated with cleaning solution.
Whoops.
Yeah. The company is recalling about 5,760 cases.
Well, save them in case your kids mouth off to you and start swearing.
Yeah.
I'm going to wash out your mouth with Capri Sun.
It's the Capri Sun Wild Cherry Flavored Juice Blend.
Oh, I would be caught dead drinking that blend anyway.
That
I'm
has
an
a-
apple, and that's it.
Best when used by date of June 25th, 2023. This is important. A lot of kids going back to school. A lot of sudden, this mom's, dad's check.
So it's just the, what did you say, wild cherry flavor?
Yeah. The company said diluted cleaning solution used on its food processing equipment accidentally got mixed with the juice.
It's diluted.
Yikes. And they say that it was discovered after receiving consumer complaints about the taste.
Right.
Consumer who have purchased the affected
No,
Capri
that's just
Sun
our wild cherry.
should
Tastes
not,
like bleach.
don't drink it. Return it to the store. You'll get a refund. There you go.
Okay. Now, Heinz, I didn't know they make Capri Sun.
Oh, they do? They own the...
Yeah.
HJ, was it HJ Heinz, whatever it is?
Kraft Heinz.
Henry
Kraft.
Joseph.
Have they ever done the, aren't they the folks that did those, like mayo chup?
Ugh.
Oh, Heinz was responsible for that?
They combined ketchup and mayonnaise, and have they done that with Capri Sun?
What do you mean?
Capri chup?
Ugh.
Yikes.
Josh, for you, Capri Ranch?
Josh, for you, Capri Ranch.
Josh, would
As
you,
if I haven't already invented that. Would I what, Willie?
would you take a ketchup packet and then stick a Capri Sun straw into the ketchup packet? And
I would
drink it
not.
Out of it?
I would not.
No.
Just curious.
You guys would all be shocked to hear, I'm sure, that when it comes to like condiments and stuff, I'm a less is more type guy. I just wanted a little hint of the condiment. I don't like it swimming. Like with salads, I always do they and somebody correct
Salad.
me. Let me Yes, Pat.
You're familiar?
Do they have salad dressing spritzers?
Yes.
So you can get a ranch
Yes.
spritzer.
Well, you can. There's a spritzer bottle. I have one, and you can put whatever you want.
That works
in
pretty
it
well.
and
You
spray.
spray it on?
Yes,
That's too thick. Though.
Yes.
You can make a balsamic vinaigrette or something.
Well, I love balsamic vinaigrette, but
I
if
don't
want,
know if the ranch would do that.
Okay.
I can.
I just
That's
just
so-
a
How old are
hint
you?
of
Wouldn't that be
ranch.
great if you're at an expensive restaurant with then they make the Caesar salad at the table and the guy takes out like an aerosol can of hairspray.
That's how I like my dressings.
Well,
and
I
stuff.
use a fork and just. Dip.
I know. I've done that too, and it's not as good, but
It's really annoying.
Why is that annoying?
I don't know. There's something about it.
I'm with you on this, Tom. Yeah.
I'm dipping my fork in it.
I like the taste of vegetables, and so I want.
I do. I like the taste of vegetables.
Now you're familiar with several of them?
It's so off-brand. Who would have thought?
There you go.
I'd rather not know you people.
Josh, I feel your pain.
So the point is Capri Sun. Be careful, moms and dads.
Yeah.
I got to look it up here. The Capri Sun Wild Cherry, a specific batch of them have an issue, and the kids can't drink them. They can. It's a great way to transition into Tide Pods, though. If you're thinking of that, or if you want to wash your windows, just like Windex, they get a nice sheen. Be careful out there. Thank you very much, Christy. Give me the teaser, please.
Coming up, we have to get to our animals. We have squirrels that are splooting. I don't know if you know what that is.
What does that even mean?
Sploot.
It's a great new word. I just learned it. It's great.
Sounds gross.
It's happening to a bunch of different animals, and it's a real thing.
And we have a dog that has gone from eating homework to lottery tickets. We'll talk to you about that.
Oh,
yikes!
A winning lottery ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Well, actually, can't anybody just claim that? I had the winning lottery ticket, but my dog ate it.
Yeah, well, here's your strainer, sir. Here's a strainer and a spatula. We'll get that ticket when it comes
I don't buy
out.
the story already.
Okay, we'll see when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment?
Story out of Japan about a product that they sell. They're called panty scrunchies.
Right.
Here's the story. It's in Japanese, apparently. It's pantsu sushu, or shushu, S-H-U-S-H-U, which translates, according to this news account, as panty scrunchies. They're tiny panties that, when tied, they turn into scrunchies. And according to this, they're just over $6 American.
And I looked at those online, and I think I said even back a couple weeks ago, I go, well, that's just like every other pair of thongs in my drawer. You could just make any pair of
So if you were
panties
in a pinch,
a scrunchie.
in a pinch, if you needed to have a ponytail holder,
I could grab a pair of.
and as I point out, you'd be like a slutty magician all of a sudden. Just a second, honey, I'm going to get a ponytail. You reach between your legs. Woof. Ta-da! You're the slutty magician. And
These panties are very large, though.
Yeah, these are bigger
No, these are
ones.
not your panties. Can
These
I see
are
them?
mine, actually.
These are yours?
Yes.
Are they?
They
have
look
you
sexy.
worn
They
those?
look good.
I have never worn those.
Well, these would fall off.
Yeah, they're
They're one size fits all.
Well, they don't
Thongs
look
come
that-
one size fits all.
They
a lot.
do?
Yeah, they do. Unfortunately.
Where do the legs go? These are confusing
That's-
me. Oh, I see. Oh, I got it.
Whoopsie.
I got it. There we go.
Never seen a pair? What's going
Not
on?
like this. Not at this angle.
Oh, I like those.
They're very nice, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
they're quite comfortable, actually.
Josh, these might fit you. These are quite roomy.
Well, hey,
set yourself up for that one, pal, didn't you?
You want to try them on after I'm done putting them in
Sure,
my hair?
I'm
All right.
game.
You can
You
make
can
it-
have them if
no,
you'd
you
like.
could make these into a jaunty beret.
eBay, here I
Now
go.
you're handing out panties to guests?
All guests on the Bob and Tom Show received monogram Bob and Tom panties.
You cannot
I do
take
have
that.
Bob and Tom. I do have a Bob
Well,
and Tom
So
thong
to
in
give you an
the
idea,
other
these are.
one.
This is actually falling off my head.
Oh, yeah. Well, you
Really
didn't scrunch
something.
it. Yeah,
Well,
you
you're
didn't.
not making it a scrunchie. You're making it a beret.
Look at
That's
this.
totally different.
I mean, there's room for
Seriously.
There's room for a large woman.
A four-yoker in
My
there.
head. These are- Okay, make these
They're
into
one
a
size
scrunchie.
fits all. I can't
Okay.
help that.
His head did
Hello,
kind of look like an
hello.
ass cheek while it was sticking.
Okay, here, Christy Lee now has her
my
panties
gosh.
back. They're red, kind of frilly.
Yeah, they're lace.
They're reinforced in the
red.
appropriate areas
Yeah,
where there
so-
might be,
All you do.
Okay,
is-
now Christy's making a ponytail. Christy has lovely hair. Now you're gonna have to like double that thing over like 8 times. That
Right,
those are such
that's
big
my
panties.
point. That's why the bigger ones, I mean, the smaller Japanese panties would work better.
Okay.
But you could still make this work. I
Okay,
mean,
and that's
I don't
fine.
even think you would know that those were panties.
would you know?
No,
Turn around, let's
except
see.
for the smell.
Well-
Except for the smell, you'd have no.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you would never know.
I said they were clean, for God's
I'm
sake.
sorry.
They've never been worn. But yeah, doesn't it? It
Yeah.
just looks like a lace,
Sure.
a lace scrunchie. You would
It does
never.
look nice.
Yeah.
So this is a little trick now. If you're doing the walk of shame, ladies, you can
well, if
tie
you're
your hair back.
or if you're anticipating the walk of shame. See,
Oh,
this
so you
is-
have an extra pair of panties with you.
Yeah. See, this is thinking ahead.
So you pull your
Or
hair
if you
back.
have explosive diarrhea.
That's true as well.
There we
I
go.
think you're going to need a backup pair.
Usually take your panties
You
off.
know, usually
before you
women
have-
just carry them in their purse,
Okay.
but I guess you could do that.
It's kind of cool. Good to know.
Anybody could do it.
And so she's right. Christy's right. Any panties will work.
Well, almost. I don't know if granny panties would work.
Oh,
but
true,
The
yeah,
smaller,
yeah.
the little thong ones do.
Well, good to know. That's a little. You should send that tip to Cosmo. We could send him the video. We have made a little video here of Christy putting on her panties on her head.
I'm sure that was very exciting.
So you need to use them as the hair tie before you use them as panties. I had it backwards.
Yes, Tom. You don't use dirty panties as a hair.
Did anybody else just see Christy shake her hair out like that? It was pretty awesome.
slow motion.
It was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Waking up during an operation can be both traumatic and painful. Did you know that you have a choice when it comes to choosing an anesthesia? Introducing Ed Padural's Anesthesia City! Anesthesia City!
Hey, Eddie Padural here. When you need to get gooned on the goopy juice, it really helps to shop around. And there's no better time than now, as we're getting giddy at Anesthesia City. It's our once-a-year Malaise Days.
Malaise Days!
Bring in your Zoo Book coupon, and we'll knock off an additional 50% on scratch and dent ethers, pentathols, and nitrous.
Anesthesia City!
And oh yeah, free balloons for the kids. Hey, if they're real young, make sure they don't suck on any of that balloon air, if you know what I'm saying.
Anesthesia City! Open every day, 10 until 10. 9.
I'm Ed Padural saying, so, what's it going to take for me to put you in a coma today?
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian David Dugan. Dave Dugan joins us in the studio.
David Dugan. My formal name. You sound like a Grand Wizard. David Dugan, Grand Wizard. Stop.
You have a couple young children.
A couple young kids. Raising kids at that age is sort of like being hazed into a fraternity. There was like a 2-minute time period the other day when I changed a dirty diaper, grounded up fruit chews out of the carpet while chocolate milk was being spilled down my back. Geez, if I could pants myself, I'd be a Fidel right now.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
In the performance room, there's Josh Arnold.
Chicky.
At the upside sidekick chair, it's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. Willie Griswold's here.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee.
Tommy.
We've learned a lot today in the show. There's a new ice cream called Dive Bar.
How about that?
Just a hint
You think people will buy that?
Sure. It's just
Are they overestimating the fondness that people have of dive bars?
I don't think so.
No?
There's that great song, I Love This Bar. They're going to, I think it's going to do well. I just can't imagine the taste. It's got a hint of tobacco, and then it said, caramel, like a sticky bar floor.
Oh, you're a caramel guy? How did I know?
What?
Instead of caramel? Caramel. Caramel.
Sorry, there's a...
You can't say
There is an A in there. He's right. Caramel.
No, that's okay.
Caramel.
You can be incorrect. Let's just move forward here, Christy. What else is happening in the news?
Well, officials in New York City, Tom, are telling residents not to worry about so-called splooting squirrels.
What does this mean?
Wait a second. Hang on a minute. Pat, did you have a song
Did
for
you
us?
have a song for us?
He
I'm sorry.
strummed his guitar. I don't know how much.
I have a dive bar song.
Okay. I was going to hear it. If you strum your guitar, it must be in that range, which is pretty much everything in which I can't hear anything.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. What is
This is called Alky Bar.
I need a dive where I can hide. An alky bar where it's dark inside. I'm day drinking with the real drunks, the graveyard shifters and the local punks. They've got pickled eggs and bags of chips. I'll have a double, darling, keep the tip. The barmaid has a tattooed hip, a tongue ring and a busted lip. It's an oasis and my saving grace. Across the street from the check cashing place, teeth are stained with tobacco tar. You can't see for smoking this alky bar. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Everybody. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Oh, I'm getting drunk in an alky bar. I think I'll sleep it off in my parked car. Right outside the alky bar. Just one more, everybody. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. 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 Oh, I love an alky bar.
Oh, yeah. You don't get to visit those anymore, do you, Pat?
No, sir.
That's probably a good thing.
I used to love my dad's dive bar. Gosh. He hung out at a bar.
Remember what it was
a dive
called?
bar.
I love good dive bar names.
Well, it was the name of the guy that owned the bar. It's just his last name.
My grandma would have those little juice glasses with beer.
Yeah.
She'd take me there every Friday afternoon.
Yep.
And I'd have a beef Manhattan.
Nice.
And a Coke, and she'd have like 18, 19 beers.
Yeah.
Your grandma?
It was called the Palm Grill.
Nice.
On Main Street in London, Ohio. It's not there anymore.
Did she take the bottle and pour it into the little glass, or was it little draft beers?
Draft beers, I'm going to say.
Okay, because Dad used to pour them in the little bottle or the little glass every now and then.
Well, maybe I remember Carling Black Label was her.
Mabel.
Pabst Blue
Black
Ribbon.
Label. Carling Black Label beer.
But it's exactly like Pat said. They had pickled eggs and chips, and I think they would make one sandwich just so they could have their license, but they didn't have a lot of food there.
Yeah, my dad's place was called Frank's Bar in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Cool.
This one was Inkoff's. Inkoff's Tavern.
Is Frank still there, Pat?
Yeah.
Well, that's the only way.
runs it.
That's the only way you could leave the bar in cuffs.
In cuffs. How am I going to leave this bar?
In cuffs.
It's no longer there, sadly. But it was a great little bar.
Well, if you want a taste of it, once again, this new ice cream is from a company called Tipsy Scoop. And as I understand that, it's got out the alcohol in it, but the ice cream is called Dive Bar. So, but it does say it does have a hint of tobacco in the.
That would be. Yeah.
I don't know. It's peanut butter and tobacco. You don't really hear. It says it has a hint of peanut butter.
No, it's not like two great tastes that go great together.
Hey, got your shot of my peanut butter.
You got your peanut butter in my shot.
Two great tastes.
And I'm going to staple this ice cream bar to the wall. That's what we do at my dive bar.
Officials in New York City are telling residents not to worry about so-called splotting squirrels.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, splotting or splooting?
Oh, splooting. Did I say splotting?
You
Splooting.
did, but you often mess up.
I do. You're right. I'm not very good at this job. The Twitter account for the city's parks shared a photo of a squirrel on the ground with its limbs splayed out and said, "If you see a squirrel lying down like this, don't worry. It's just fine." On hot days, squirrels keep cool by splooting, stretching out, on cool surfaces to reduce body heat.
How about that?
New York City Parks added, it is sometimes referred to as heat dumping.
A good big hot dump.
I do that after jalapeno poppers.
You ever had, one of those hot dumps? You ever had that?
Split a few
Hot dump.
So splooting is
They're just laid out. They look like they landed.
You've seen dogs do this. It gets all the surfaces of their belly nice and cool.
Those catching a glimpse of the squirrels in this peculiar position have posted photos online. More than 40,000 posts on Instagram alone. They've been tagged with the word splooting. They show squirrels, dogs, even cats in the position.
You've seen squirrels this when it's hot like it's been lately, walking around kind of bow-legged.
Yeah, what's that known as?
Their nuts are chafed.
Oh.
I didn't know where you're going.
Squirrels are
so stupid.
Doesn't sploot sound like something you'd get at like a Dairy Queen? I'd like the banana sploot with the peanut butter. Yeah, okay, that's nice. Or it does sound kind of like splooging.
Yeah.
What's splooging?
That's an orgasm.
There, let me show you
later.
I think it's a TikTok thing.
Really?
You'll
That's
need
what that is?
a butterfly net and some Vaseline.
Splooge.
And goggles.
Squirrels are something else.
I'm a fan.
They
No, they taunt literally, I have a squirrel that will come right up to the window and taunt my dogs on purpose just to get them riled up. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Squirrels don't perform any service. They're not like bees. We don't need them, okay?
Don't they haul around acorn nuts?
Of course, yeah. They help clean your yard.
Get rid of them. Boom.
I just love their indecision. Do I cross the road? Yes, no, yes, no.
They make many
I'm going for it. No, I'm not
many
going.
mistakes.
Yeah, a lot of them choose wrong.
So the word is sploot.
Sploot.
Which means to, once again, splay out your arms. And.
Do you ever sploot?
Sure. Man.
On the bed?
Do you sploot?
On a hot day, like let's say I'm done mowing the lawn, I go and I sploot on my bed and let the ceiling fan kind of do its job.
Oh, I thought you were doing it outside after you mowed the lawn.
I do sometimes. There's a nice cool breeze. I'll sploot in the driveway.
Is that right?
You're doing it wrong.
What do you mean?
You have to sploot on your belly.
That's what I do when I'm outside.
You sploot on your belly? On the sidewalk?
That's right. Passers-by have to step around me.
Are you naked?
Very.
Whenever you cut the lawn, I think that goes without saying. So, Christy, you could like Netflix and sploot with your man.
How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you're splooting with somebody else.
Sploot together? Belly to belly?
Birds of a feather sploot together.
You'd be stacked. You're right. You'd be stacked. That wouldn't.
Oh, like pancakes?
Pumping bellies. It's not that much farther.
You get the job done.
Yeah.
Fornication's right around the corner.
Okay.
You can sploot and splooge.
All right.
And then you can splurge at the store.
Okay. Enough splooting for landing. Okay. 21. You can do it with 21 guns. The 21 guns pollute.
Isn't that something?
I have no idea what that means. It probably means that. Right now, I want to say if you're splooting in your backyard or looking at the squirrels splooting, you'll want to feel safe and secure and relaxed. You can lock the doors.
Inside your compound.
Oh, it's the best.
That's right. Make them believe it's fall and you got your air conditioner turned up. And you're safe inside with your Simply Safe. Do it yourself. Design it yourself. Home security system, 24/7 professional monitoring. Simply Safe's agents call you the moment a threat is detected, sending police or first responders in that emergency, even if you're not home or can't be reached. Monitoring agents truly care about your well-being and are highly trained to help keep you calm and safe during a stressful situation, staying on the line with you until help arrives. Simply Safe's customer first policies make sure you're taken care of with affordable plans starting at less than $1 a day and no long-term contract or hidden fees because feeling safe at home shouldn't break the bank. How much should peace of mind cost? Well, it should be free, or at least from Simply Safe. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes. Go to simplysafetom.com and listen to this. We got a special for you.
Yeah?
Claim a free indoor security camera and 20% off with interactive monitoring.
I claim this free indoor security camera for me.
That's simplysafetom.com.
In the name of King Josh, the splooter.
A royal splooter. Sploot, sploot, sploot.
I will never be hot.
Sploot, man.
Sploot man,
Very
Greg.
good.
Sploot your sploot, Greg.
I mean, it's a shame we have to reference one of the worst, quote-unquote, comedic bits of the last 25 years. But
Starting Friday, the Sploot Man will be at Stir Crazy in Glendale, Arizona. Go see Sploot Man, Greg.
A must miss.
Somebody's going to yell it out. He's going to be like, what the hell?
Sploot it. Okay, when we come back, we have NASA. We have really interesting science news. About something you know nothing about, I'm guessing, but you're going to be fascinated. All right.
Okay.
And yet you have one in your kitchen.
A whisk?
Is it colander news?
No, these are both good guesses, but wrong. It's not about whisks or about colanders or plates or glasses.
Oh,
or
I got a new
rags.
juicer.
When we come back.
Cheese cutter?
Nope. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
This is Willie Griswold from the Bob and Tom Show, reporting live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I may not know the most about Indy cars, but I know a thing or two about partying. And like the cool 65-year-old in the Coke lot told me, you cannot drink all day if you don't start in the morning. You can smell the Abercrombie cologne, Bud Light, and a little bit of that sweet, stanky weed. And I'm not certain who Molly is, but there's a lot of 22-year-olds that are looking for her. I'm pretty sure that's my friend Wade. He's rather large and he has shoulders like a firefighter, but I think he's an accountant. I don't know, honestly, I never asked him. We're out here checking out the best outfits at the track. I was expecting to see a Reggie Miller jersey, a Larry Bird jersey. This is another kind of light blue jersey, but it's an unknown player. Sir, what jersey is this?
It's a guy named Michael Jordan. Not sure if you ever heard of him before.
Michael Jordan, and he played for the Pacers, or?
I think he played for the Bulls, maybe.
All right, so you heard it here first. Michael Jordan might have played for the Bulls. It's going to be a long day at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, so make sure you wear your short shorts. The legendary Snake Pit, where they play electronic music, also known as dubstep, also known as the thing that my dad hears when he says, "If this is playing, what are they playing in hell?" Hey, we're here live at the Snake Pit talking to our new friends. Guys, say hello. What's your names?
Cole.
We got Cole and?
Name's also Cole.
Cole and Cole, really?
That is. Yeah.
Really? Okay, watch out. Back up.
Cold.
I don't want to brag, but it looks like we've been coal mining, folks. Okay.
Yeah.
Two guys named Cole.
Fuel.
Coal mining. How old are you guys?
23. 24.
How many beers have you had today?
23. About 24.
There we go. You can't get any better than that. I think they're liars, but they're playing ball, and I love that. Can you tell me about your outfit?
Oh, you know, Amazon keeps it clean. And you play some cornhole and somebody cuts your shorts off. That's where it's at.
Are you getting a lot of attention from the ladies and those things?
Yes. You would believe it.
This is May! Woo!
It's hard not to look at these young fans and think, never let go of this, you silly idiots. You never know when it's going to get ripped away from you and you have to go work on Sunday. When did you cut those sleeves off?
Look, you see here, I cut these sleeves off about 12 years ago.
All right, we're here at Turn 4 with our new friend. Miss, what is your name?
Hannah,
Hannah, what went into your race day outfit today? So you have Crocs on?
I do have some Crocs. I have my IKEA bucket hat. That's pretty much it.
How do you feel about wearing open-toed shoes to what's been called the grossest event in the entire Midwest?
These are closed-toe shoes. I specifically wore these so my toes are covered. I almost wore my Tevas.
Now with the IKEA bucket hat, do they just sell you the parts and you have to assemble it yourself?
No, you can buy it $2 at IKEA at limited availability.
Well, folks, you heard it here first. You can get it at IKEA. They also have great Swedish meatballs.
They're suckers.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
She's the love of your life, and you want to make her feel special on Valentine's Day. Gentlemen, if you're looking for a romantic gift this Valentine's Day, then Frigamall Florist has the gift for you. It's our I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. Yes, for just $59.95, you can send her the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. The I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet proclaims your lust for her in the most romantic way possible. The bouquet of lovely fresh flowers says, let's do it, and my loins ache. Your wedding vows didn't include a vow of chastity, but you're not going to see any action unless you act now. So pick up the phone and order the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet right now. That's the I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I order you some flowers bouquet. With one phone call, you can cover your ass and get some ass. It's a win-win. Call now, because when Cupid shoots his arrow on February 14th, you won't be shooting anything unless you get her some flowers.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're slowing it down a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Lord, I'm up.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
I woke up this morning.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
That's right.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. Willie Griswold's here.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's...
We got to pick up the pace. You got any Dua Lipa over there?
Here's some Tom Griswold.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
Here you go, Tom.
Does this make you happy?
Nope.
Yeah. Come on. You got to start moving. Here we go. That was a huge hit.
Yeah,
Dua Lipa.
Yeah, big hit.
And then Josh has a new version of it.
How about this for a parody song? I'm watching Dua Lipa. She's pretty.
I'm masturbating. A little quick ad lib.
I like she's pretty. It's kind of sweet. Like it's so inherently creepy, but to say that she's pretty.
Yeah, that is super creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Super creepy. Hey, we got a new name for a hippo. We got to get this on the air. This is very exciting. The hippo.
Can I guess? Because I know what it is.
Can I guess? Because I know.
Do you really know what it is?
Yeah.
Well, then don't shout at it. You can't get...
Why does hippo change their name?
The Cincinnati Zoo has named a newborn hippo.
The baby hippo. We talked about the baby hippo.
Witness protection.
It's Bibby, the hippo's second calf, and the younger brother to the world-famous Fiona. You all recall Fiona.
Mm-hmm.
She was born a little premature, and she struggled there for a while, but she's doing great.
Yeah, Fiona. I don't care for the name.
Well, her brother's name is Fritz.
Fritzy. I like it.
Fritz.
Yep. The Cincinnati Enquirer reports his name was selected from the choices Ferguson and Fritz after a public vote.
I like Ferguson. Fergie.
Head hippo keeper Wendy Rice
I'm guessing that they probably thought of Ferguson and went, oh, wait a minute. Yikes.
Why didn't they name him Shrek?
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, my God.
All the way, I do, yeah.
Wasn't Fiona Shrek's girlfriend?
Yeah.
It could have been Shrek and
Fritz
Fiona.
is good, and they have a funny reason they named the little critter Fritz.
Isn't Fritz a German name?
But just hear him out.
We would have been happy with either name, but we really think the name Fritz fits this spunky little guy's personality. We also thought it was funny that it was suggested because Fritz is here due to Bibby's birth control being on the Fritz.
I see.
Yeah, because she was on birth control, got pregnant. They didn't expect a baby.
Her diaphragm got moved or something.
Hippo humor for you.
Fritz and Bibi are still bonding, while Fiona and Dad Tucker will remain outside and visible to visitors.
Why don't they name it Sploot? That'd be a good name. Fiona
I say,
Sploot.
look, if the shoe Fritz... No, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Oh, they were going to name the hippo Joy Behar, but that was taken.
Wow.
He's a fat pig.
I I got a fun fact. I was interested in this, so I did a little bit of homework.
Yeah.
Did you know that hippos can't swim?
They kind of float,
where
right?
they live, right?
Yeah, they're always in the water. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They have a lot of buoyancy.
Right, and they can walk on the bottom, I think.
And they
some dumb
kind
thing.
of skip around and jump off the bottom.
Yep.
Right.
Their version of swimming, they do just fine. And if you're in a raft and you see a hippo coming at you in the water,
Get out.
You're in trouble. They're going to get to you. So don't.
Hippos are very dangerous.
Yeah, misnomer to say they can't swim.
Don't they kill more people than?
Yeah, I think they're the most deadly land animals. Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
With respect to wild animals, I think hippos are responsible.
Incredibly dangerous.
But whenever I think of hippos, of course, I always think about that whole thing with the hippos.
Pablo Escobar,
where hippos are not
native to that area.
South America.
Right.
And Pablo Escobar had them shipped over from Africa.
Now they have a problem because they have a lot of them.
The latest idea is they have darts that will sterilize all the hippos. That's their latest idea.
Good. Well, all right.
They're trying.
Yeah, but I hear you got to aim just right.
Yeah, you got to hit him in the
left testy
or the twat. Either way.
It's okay now to say that.
No, I'm sorry. I should have.
Don't shoot until you see the pinks of their twat.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'm elevating. What, Pat?
Yes.
You haven't tried. Now that I think about it, you have a hippo tribute, right?
Escobar.
Hippo. Okay, let's hear it.
It was a costly notion, shipping hippos across the ocean. They flew me on a plane. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Though I weighed many tonnies, Escobar had lots of monies from trafficking cocaine. Oh, I could tell you things. If this hippo talked, I'd sing. There were guns and guys were there to buy some blow. I could name names. He's dead, right, Pablo? I sure hope so. Other hippos, they are twerking, but my balls, they aren't working. I've been neuterized. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. I came here for a vacation. Now I'm looking at castration. Why am I so despised? Try and catch me, you bastards.
See you, hippo, run. Run. Godspeed, hippo.
Yeah, the hippos owned by the late drug lord Pablo Escobar are multiplying.
Yeah, that's what they'll do.
Happening in Colombia.
They're multiplying.
And yeah, it's a big problem. I don't know. Why don't they just hire some quality hunters and go get rid of them?
Because there's no reason to kill them. They don't deserve death for being shipped someplace they weren't supposed to be.
Really? Yes. Tell that to your cheeseburger at lunchtime, okay?
Yeah, I often do. Yeah. Whenever I eat meat, I look at it, you were once a living thing, and then I take a big juicy bite.
Oh, yeah. I mean, are we kind of getting pussified here? If these things are that dangerous to the environment, just cull the herd to zero.
I said that about squirrels, and I was shouted down.
Well, squirrels are indigenous. The real problem are kitty cats.
What?
House cats.
Hang on a second. Hear them out.
You're insane.
No, there's a whole thing about this. House cats that are let outside are causing more problems than squirrels.
Oh, I see what you're saying. What do they cause?
Well, they kill birds and they kill mice and...
Yeah,
they kill the mood.
Mm-hmm. They do kill a lot of birds, actually.
But the hippos, I mean, it's kind of a problem.
Right.
Don't you agree? I mean,
not really. I don't know how it's affecting
according to the scientists down in the country of Colombia, it's a big problem.
Yeah, I know.
I would think it's sterilizing or giving birth control to hippos.
Well, these Colombian scientists went to a Colombian science school, I bet.
They went to Columbia College.
Example of wonderful education.
I'm sure there's some very fine institutions down in Colombia.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to S-Hole University.
Oh, my God.
Let's go, you S-holes. There's their fight song.
Oh, boy. Hey, a red panda that escaped from its enclosure at the Australian zoo.
It's a bear.
Has been found hanging out in a tree.
Wait a minute. Slow down. I missed most of the story.
A red panda that escaped from its enclosure at an Australian zoo has now been found hanging out in a tree.
Those things are cute.
They are cute. Named Ravi, the 7-year-old panda had arrived at Adelaide Zoo last week.
Sweet Adelaide.
After he was brought in from another zoo with the hopes he would pair up with a female red panda named Mishri. Within days, however, Ravi vanished. Boy, he must not really like her, huh?
Ghosted, huh?
Yeah. Adelaide Zoo director Phil Ainsley told the Australian Broadcasting
I
Corporation.
believe it's Phil Annesley.
No, it's
I thought she was
Ainsley.
going to say Phil Anus. Really?
How you doing there, Phil Anus? Good to meet
Hey,
you.
Phil Anus. You know what? Why don't you go with Philip?
Either way, it's still bad. Philip Anus? No, thanks. I have bad tank.
My tank is...
Okay.
We are silly.
You know what this is?
What? Ravi Shankar.
Ravi Shankar. Of course. Didn't you say this creature's name is Ravi?
Yes, but that's nothing to do with the story.
Very good.
Do that long.
What amazing.
They're sick in the head.
Isn't George Harrison? This is an amazing song. George gets in just a minute.
You've ever heard my my Indian scatting?
Oh, God.
No, don't do it.
Don't do
Apparently, no one likes
I
it.
would like to hear it for the last time.
Hung Chung
I wouldn't mind hearing it.
All right.
Zookeepers eventually spotted the red panda in a fig tree by a nearby park. We know red pandas are incredibly agile, said Ainsley, and renowned for being escapologists.
Oh, yeah.
Zoo staff spent...
Wow. So they didn't mate before he escaped.
No, he'd just gotten there. He had just gotten to the zoo.
Maybe he's gay.
For like a few days.
Could be homosexual.
A gay panda?
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, and penguins.
Do we know if homosexuality exists in any animal world?
Penguins.
Really?
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly think I read that somewhere.
Those tuxedos, they're just so appealing.
My dad has a couple of girl dogs, and I saw them doing some experimenting. They're trying to figure it out.
Well, that's a control thing. That's not a sexual thing.
Well, I'm sure they didn't complain.
They sure do look like they're going at it.
I know they
And
do.
they were using a double donger.
That was lipstick.
Oh. So really? On your female dogs?
Could we move forward, please?
Hey, speaking of dogs, it was all paws on deck on the Circle Line Saturday in New York City.
Paws on deck!
Where they hosted their first cruise for canines along
that'd be
with their
fun.
human counterparts.
You ever taken the Circle Line?
No,
I have not.
You have, though, right?
Oh, it's great.
Dog crap everywhere, I bet.
Well, no, I mean, this is a special event, but the Circle Line is the boat that goes all the way around Manhattan.
Yeah, it goes in a circle.
You go into New York Harbor, you go up the Harlem River, the East River. It's fun.
Whoop-de-doo.
A positively perfect
Nice,
pup
relaxing way to
cruise.
see the city from the river.
Set sail from Pier 83 with 245 people and 141 dogs on board. They took in sites like Tom mentioned, New York Harbor, Statue of Liberty, and the East River.
Yeah, I don't like this.
What do you mean? You don't like the dogs on the cruise?
I don't want some 22-year-old improviser that works as a tour guide going, oh, yeah, and there you can see the Barkland Bridge, you know, and they have fun little things.
Oh, nice.
I don't want
You
that.
should do this.
No,
I like this. So
Take it over, yeah.
Everything turns
You'll be
into a
famous.
dog.
I imagine there's a lot of dog puns going around. Yeah, you bet.
And there's the Statue of Liberty, and it's the president's dog.
Or he just says the Statue of Liberty.
They went to see cats afterward.
Oh, did
they hated it, didn't they?
Oh, mayhem.
They rushed the stage.
Yeah. And as you said, every deck on that boat was the poop deck that day.
I bet they loved it.
I bet they did too.
But now that I think about it, they must have had a carpeted area.
Yeah.
Because if you've got a lot of dogs for that amount of time,
Yeah,
they're
potty
gonna
spot.
start.
How long does the circle?
I think it's 3 or 4 hours. I think. I haven't done it for a while. But it takes a while.
I'd love to.
An Oregon couple's winning lottery ticket was eaten by their dogs.
So they claim.
Yeah.
I mean, how could we ever?
Well, the official said they received a letter with a torn-up ticket and a picture of 2 dogs and a note.
They had the ticket.
Nathan and Rachel Lamette of Salem explained that they had left their lottery ticket on an ottoman when their dogs decided it was delicious. Rachel said, quote, I went to bed and when I woke up, it was eaten to the point that I thought it was unable to be checked. Lottery officials managed to fetch all the ticket pieces, put them back together. The $3 Pharaoh's Gold crossword was worth $8. It was a winner. Woo!
Thank
They
God.
did all that
They
for-
did this. Wrote a letter for
Well, don't bury the lead. Are they going to quit their job? Or?
They're renaming their dog Lucky.
Wow.
Well, that is.
Are they going to take it all at once or go for the monthly payments?
Hey, put a down payment on a chew toy. Don't you guard your lottery tickets just in case?
I don't.
Real dumb.
I mean, let's just say it had been like the winning Powerball ticket.
Yeah, well.
Man,
would they have? Do you suppose they would have eviscerated the animal and retrieved it and then sewn them back up?
Depends. How much would a winning lottery ticket have to be for, Chick, for you to have surgery done on your dog?
$8.
I see.
Hey, you take care of the dollars, the thousands will take care of themselves.
You're right.
You're damn right.
Artemis 1, NASA's crewless mission to the moon, will be carrying a few items from previous Apollo missions on board.
Okay, NASA is up to something. You wait and see.
According to CNN, the Orion capsule will fly an Apollo 8 commemorative medallion, an Apollo 11 mission patch, a bolt from one of Apollo 11's F1 engines. Shouldn't that be in the thing? And a small moon rock collected during Apollo 11 that also flew aboard the final space shuttle.
This is so cool.
Other items will include an Amazon Alexa, 4 Lego minifigures.
Alexa goes, turn back. It's getting scary up here. 2
mannequins named Helga and Zohar.
Humping mannequins.
That are part of a radiation experiment.
Oh, I thought they were for humping.
No, they put the mannequins on board the spacecraft so it can be in that...
the HOV lane?
A special... what do they call
the
that?
Carpool lane?
The carpool lane. Yeah, they always catch some guy doing
What
that.
happened to that ball of string that was on Mars? Remember that? Wasn't there like
the cat Martians?
No, it was... they think it was from...
and then it was gone the next day.
Spacecraft.
Yeah.
Gone the next day?
Yeah. Yeah, they went to look for it and it had disappeared.
Weird.
Also aboard, a pen nib used by cartoonist Charles Schultz, as well as plush toy of Snoopy.
Oh, couldn't get a funny cartoon, huh? Okay.
Yeah. It's a nod to NASA's history with the beloved character. The Space Launch System rocket and Orion capsule are scheduled to lift off on August 29th.
What's this for?
Why are we going there with nobody on board?
Because we're going to go there with somebody on board.
There's something going on.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. We've already been there.
Yeah,
They're returning something to the aliens.
You think?
Yes.
Yep. I think Bezos is at the bottom of this because the Amazon Alexa. You wait and see.
All I know is on
Maybe
the
they're
side of the
putting a
rocket it says Storage Wars. So this does sound like an episode of that. You go through that roster of stuff that's on board, but it's kind of cool.
Weird.
I think it's fun.
Have you ever seen
Waste of money.
anything interesting on Storage Wars? Ever?
I've never watched it.
I don't think I've watched it enough. Yeah.
The thing they do is build it up and then it never pays off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds like most reality shows,
Could
honestly.
this be a Stratocaster from Al Capone?
All those Discovery Channel shows are
Well, I think Al Capone was a Gibson guy.
It might be.
But I don't know if he would have a Strat.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's a validated parking.
Christy Lee, give the teaser is history, isn't it?
Yeah, coming up, we have our history lesson.
History.
Right now, you've been hearing this a little bit. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by Roman. Our friends at Roman have been helping guys out for quite a while in the ED department. Let's do a different letter today. I'm going to choose the letter T. You've been hearing about low T and how it can affect your sex drive. It can affect those erections. It can affect bone mass, sperm production. Maybe you're wondering, should I get this tested? Roman has a new at-home testosterone test kit that can be step 1 to conveniently and accurately measure the total testosterone in your blood. The Roman Testosterone Test Kit cannot diagnose if you have low T, but it can help you decide if you want to further investigate the potential cause of your symptoms with a healthcare provider. So what you do is you sign it up, and Roman will send you an easy-to-use kit with step-by-step video instructions, and then Roman will cover free 2-day shipping to and from your house. Just take the test before 10 a.m. and ship it back the same day. Once your results are ready, Roman sends you certified lab results. They'll send it to your secure private account in an easy-to-read, downloadable PDF. Break it all down for you. Then you can choose if you want to schedule a free consultation to go over the results with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. Find out what low T means and what it is, and check your levels with this special kit from Roman. It's getroman.com/BT show. Do it today for your at-home testosterone test kit. It's just $69. That's getroman.com/BT show. Coming right back with our history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show. How's that sound? Well, that sounds very nice. Thank you. Haywood has his guitar out.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Thank you. We've had a lot of weird things happen this summer in the world of trucking.
For example, here's a story out of Vegas. A semi-truck carrying a load of bananas crashed into the center median on northbound Interstate 15 Friday morning.
Yes, we have no bananas.
We've had so many of these. Remember this? Do you remember the spaghetti one?
We had spaghetti. We've had pizzas. We've had a lot of stuff.
It's spaghetti time.
But occasionally, a big rig goes down, and you hope the drivers are doing okay. Here's one: a big rig spilled sausage all over a Minnesota highway in Eden Prairie, Minnesota.
That's the worst.
Oh, the worst. Oh, I get it.
Like bratwurst.
Where'd that happen? Up on the highway.
I'm surprised it didn't happen in Johnsonville. You see, however, if you're going to do that, if you're going to do that,
you know what? Those kids in Johnsonville are misbehaving. They're all
brats.
Okay, there we go.
Brats better. Yeah.
I said, well, right.
But I thought this would lead into the great Haywood Banks song, 18 Wheels on a Big Rig. This is a great sing-along.
Nope, not doing it.
But you've got to focus.
You do. You have to pay attention.
The hard part of this, to me, there's a bunch of hard parts, but the Roman numeral part, very tough. Do you remember that part?
You want that part too?
I, XVI.
Or we could have them.
XVI.
Enough about you, though.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just getting ready for
it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. Everybody, here we go. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, let's back them up. Here we go. Oh, there's 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheels on a big rig. Okay, the even numbers.
This is an easy one.
Oh, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, by 1.5. Here we go. Oh, there's 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5. 9, 10.5, 18 13. We on a big rig, and they're rolling. Okay, the odd numbers. Here we go. Oh, there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, on a big rig, and they're rolling. Okay, Roman numeral.
I'm ready for this one.
All right, go.
Oh, there's I, V, I, V, I, X, I, X, I, V, I, wheels on a big rig.
Very good.
Roman. Okay, Roman numerals backwards. Here we go.
No.
Oh, there's XVI, XVI, XIV, XII, wheels on a big rig. And they're Roman.
All right.
Zowie.
The backwards one. The backwards one.
That's impressive.
Of the show, Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Time now for Flash Traffic with the fastest man in the world, 9-time Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis.
And now we go to our Flash Traffic reporter, Carl Lewis, with traffic on the west side.
Hey, Bob and Tom. I'm on the west side, and traffic looks great. Now I'm going to run over to the far east side and take a look at traffic conditions over there. Okay, I'm on the east side now. Everything looks smooth over here. Want me to check the north side?
Sure, Carl.
All right, here we go. Oh, guys, traffic is running up fine up here up north. Anything else you need?
Listen, Carl, could you check Southside traffic? I know it's a long way. You could also pick up an iced tea for me, venti green iced tea at Starbucks on your way, if you don't mind.
Okay, that's a little step, but I'll get there. Oh, my goodness, that was kind of a detour, but here, 2 Splendors just like you like it.
Oh, thank you very much, Carl. Carl, could you come back to the studio to sign some photos for us?
Oh, okay, I can do that. Sure thing, Tom. Oh, made it. All right, give me a pen.
This has been Flash Traffic with Carl Lewis.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting. Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, padoom, padoom.
All right, have a good time at the fair. Coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin at the Performance Center.
I check.
There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Tom, will you take me to a fair?
Sure.
All right.
Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline.
Fair to remember?
Indeed.
It is a fair to remember. Thank you, Ace.
There's
Referencing
Willie
a classic movie.
Griswold.
Yep.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with Today in History. Without looking, what day is it?
Boy.
Don't look.
No, he's.
May I make a guess? I don't know. August 16th?
I was going to say mid-August. Yeah, it's the 16th. Let me guess this
okay.
out. Okay, here we go. Well, here we go. This is fun.
Yeah.
In 1896, on August 16th, gold was discovered in the Yukon.
Hey, you.
Con?
No, AU was the elemental.
The old joke was the Yuma joke.
Huh?
Yuma?
The famous Yuma joke. They're out in the Old West.
What's that joke?
Oh, it's very lengthy.
Oh, come on.
I'll look it up.
I won't do it today. No. I'll do
79.
it. Remind me, I'll do it for you tomorrow.
79 is the
it's a classic. It's
atomic
a classic.
weight. You know.
Let's see now. Did you ever have one of those prospector onesies, Josh, with the ass flap?
I never have owned one of those.
Oh, the red ones?
Always have them. Yeah, they have those in the movies.
The ass flap.
Oh, here's an important date: 1962. Beatles. What happened?
Oh, my God.
Ringo replaced Pete Best.
They woke up
Wait
and
a
had
second.
breakfast.
How did you know? He's right. How did you know that?
You know I'm a fanatic.
Ringo replaced Pete Best as the drummer for the Beatles.
God.
Pete Best was
Love
in
Me
here.
Do came out and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's a rough gig. Spending every day of your life going, yeah, yep.
Why do you leave?
Because Ringo was a better drummer.
Really? They just went, hey, we found a better person?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ringo's a very fine drummer, often underrated. Let's see.
Rest
here we
in
go.
peace, Ringo.
Crosby, Stills,
Ringo's
Nash
not
and
dead.
Young performed for the first time in 1969 in Chicago at the Auditorium Theater there.
And since then, there's never been a bigger bringing together of jerks.
That's not true.
Than Crosby and Stephen Stills.
Okay. Stephen's a very nice guy.
Graham Nash. Amazing.
Here we go. In 1974, the Ramones played their first concert where, Josh?
CBGB?
CBGB's indeed.
Not their name.
Now primarily a T-shirt emporium, I think.
Yeah, the building's not even there, is it? I mean,
No, I don't think. The building may be there, but the club is gone.
Right.
Ramone's a fake name.
What's the real name?
Like Campbell or something.
Oh, their last name. I see what you're saying.
They just took the name. Let's see. This is all getting pretty. Oh, Elvis Presley sadly exited the world on this date in 1977.
Allegedly.
I mean, allegedly.
He could be out there, my friends.
Yeah, let's hear this out. What do you think? Where is he?
I think right now he and Andy Kaufman are enjoying a nice breakfast.
In Michigan at one of the Denny's, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say one of the Goonies?
One of the Denny's.
Okay, happy birthday to, this is for you, Christy, T.E. Lawrence.
T.E. Lawrence?
Yeah, born in 1888. You know this one.
No.
Lawrence of
Arabia?
There we go. Very good. Very good.
Not to be confused with D.H. Lawrence.
No.
Did you ever see Lawrence of Arabia?
Or T.S.
No, I did not.
Cinematic masterpiece.
Or E.T. How about E.T. Lawrence? Would that be a funny little
It'd be a great movie.
parody for nobody?
E.T.'s back in the theaters. Did you see that?
No, it's like one of those like bring it back things, or okay, not a remake.
E.T. Lawrence. I'm the bicycle thing. E.T. going over the pyramids. It's a great idea. Just only me and you are going to like it, but I like it a lot. Happy birthday, 69 years old, Kathy Lee Gifford.
I've always found her to be very attractive.
Well, she was a Miss America, wasn't she?
Oh, she was?
No.
Like to this day, I think she's really
She
pretty.
wasn't?
I think she was. I think she was something
was.
like that. I think.
She was on Name That Tune. Or
Kathy, if you're out there and you want to
She
make
was a
out, I'm
pageant
in.
queen or
I'm in.
something.
Okay. James Cameron, film director.
I've always found him to be
1954.
very attractive.
He's not attractive, but those avatars, man, are they pretty.
You
And
like those blue guys?
I want a blue girl. You know
happy
what I'm talking
birthday,
about?
happy birthday, Madonna.
Madonna.
65, right? Something like that.
Born in 1958. And so she would
She's 64.
Wow.
Madonna's 64.
And her eyes are almost at the back of her head.
Yeah.
You know what they say? One more facelift, and she's going to have a goatee. See, chick, because in the event that she had pubic hair,
Why is that?
which I think is okay.
Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Napa, with many locations around the country and many auto care.
A little less enthusiasm, please.
I got a correction already.
It was Napa.
Al Capone died 7 years before the Stratocaster was invented.
I thought there was something
Joke
off
still worked, though.
about that discovery.
Maybe it was a Gibson.
We started the show today with Tom's fabulous record offer. We don't hear it all that often. His grunting.
Oh, yeah.
Pat Godwin started yoga class. He's
sore. 3 times a week, right?
3 times a week, yeah.
Nothing
So
Saturday.
when's this going to land
I
you in
gave
the
it 2 weeks.
hospital? Next week?
No way. This is going to help you out in every way.
Thank you, Josh.
Hey, Ace.
Very supportive.
I'm proud of you, Pat.
Ace is heckling you, buddy.
Yeah, I heard him. Mr. Slim over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's in shape.
I can jump higher than you can.
I doubt it.
Oh, we have to have a jumping contest.
Trust me, you can't.
Done.
Can we get one of those things?
Yes.
Not unless there's a coupon on the ceiling.
Combine?
Yeah, that's right. Pat said
The combine.
Ace will win if they put a coupon on the ceiling.
Chick, it's the same thing at the combine, but it only goes up to 6'4".
Yeah.
You don't need all 10 feet.
They're both just waving at it.
Gosh.
Tom has a problem with baggy socks. We told him they're leg warmers.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I think the fashion of yoga pants is great. I love it. I don't want him to bring back those stupid
Leg warmers.
baggy-
Actually, they are kind of back.
Ugh.
Tom and I have never seen Dirty Dancing and don't intend to.
Can't believe that.
It's worth a look.
Has the time of my life.
I like that song.
Golf carts are for fat people.
Anachronistic, right? Has no business.
Golf
being-
carts, fat people, so they can play golf.
We have the world's fastest golf cart. The guy wants to take, 150 miles an hour?
I could really use a golf cart.
And we heard Carlos Santana's Soul Sacrifice, the drum
Great
solo
song.
over and
From
over and over
Woodstock.
again.
Today would have been day 2 at Woodstock in 1969.
How many days did it go?
8, right?
Didn't mention that during.
No?
Yeah, it was 12. 13.
No.
13, yeah.
30 days of peace.
No, it was 13 days of peace.
Wasn't it 3 or maybe 4? I think it was 3, I think.
Yep, 13.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.